Ladies and gentlemen, the reports of our demise were greatly exaggerated because we are back.
Let's go.
Give me one.
Back.
Brett, give me one.
Back.
That's right. You can't keep us away for long. 2.5 weeks was much too long for us, and we are excited to debut Oilers Nation Happy Hour. Ladies and gentlemen, a new weekly show here at ON. The boys will enjoy some fine beverages. Hey. Brett, cheers as well. Austin's already in the chat, and he asked, is this a boozing edition? Brother, come on now. We're back in this room. It feels good. Vibes are good, and we might actually have some Oilers news to talk about, but not just yet. And I also am happy to tell you, I don't have any ad reads to do today, so It might just be a one-show edition of no ad reads, but we're going to enjoy this thing. Menzies, Brett, I've missed you guys dearly. I mean, I've still seen you, but there's nothing like locking ourselves in this room and getting back to our roots, the nitty-gritty. Menzies, give me a vibe check on being back.
Well, I'm just looking at the monitor and seeing all this lag.
Yeah, I'm noticing this.
We got so much lag, and
we're a winter show. We're a winter show.
And
don't look.
Both, you can tell my legs are a little hairy, probably hairier than yours.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's probably not
Boardsy,
comparable.
not beardsy. Can't even grow a beard yet.
Yeah, so I mean,
30, still can't.
We got a winter coat on downstairs all year round. But I've never been one. Some guys shave their legs, eh?
I get
they manicure that.
If you're trying to be more aerodynamic, if you're a swimmer, you're a run, anything like that, I could maybe understand it.
Yeah.
But just for the look, I don't know. Chat, let me know if you boys ever shaved your leg. One time at Nate, do you remember you had to do the promotions class?
Yeah.
See, this is what you're going to get for happy hour. You're going to get Oilers talk, but you're going to get shaving body parts. Yeah. There's a promotions class that you had to do and run something to fundraise or whatever. So we auctioned off, it was for prostate cancer, that you could wax certain parts of our bodies for a donation.
Yeah.
I waxed and gave up my armpits. So that's what I gave up. Very painful.
Yeah.
Sucked.
Yeah.
But the worst part is that the hair, right, is supposed to absorb your sweat and whatnot. So when there's no hair, I was just leaking constantly.
Straight.
Just the worst pitters you've ever possibly had.
Wow.
And then there'd be little blood leaking through occasionally. And
blood.
Tough go.
It's funny that you mentioned armpits because that's what I was going to mention that I've shaved is because I have a tattoo in my armpit and then I just shaved it. Yeah, I have a nose in my armpit.
Take it off.
I also bet I might have to take it off. It was happy.
Nose.
But sometimes I'll take a look at it and be like, you know what? Zzz. Just because the tattoo, I might have to do it for summer. It's summertime.
You gotta show it off. You spent good money on that tattoo. I can understand that. I like Oily Steve just put in the chat, golf year.
I'm wearing a golf shirt today. I'm not on the links very often. I only participate in really charity, best ball scrambles is kind of my
Oilers Nation
area.
Open this summer. That's
right,
a great spot for that.
Yeah.
AEW came out with some golf shirts because they had an event at the TGL final, whatever. And one of them is just sleeveless, ripped up. And I'm like, how cool would it be? Just hole 11. You're about 4 tall boys deep. And you take your top off, your sweater off. And it's just that ripped red shirt. I might have to get one because that's just an entire vibe for the summer.
I'm down for that. People in the chat, let's get caught up first thing we're seeing in here. Austin's in. Sergeant Battle's in.
Yes.
He said, I miss you guys with a sad face. Battle, we miss you too, brother. We miss you too.
We do.
It's been chill over here at ON, at least for my side. The writing side, probably not as much. So what have we been up to, gentlemen? Brett, I've barely even seen you. I've probably seen you twice since the last After Dark that we did. Now, we talk all the time and send you Snapchats that this chat ain't going to get. But
no.
What have you been up to, man? You've actually been working because you've done a lot of work on the website. I mean, I've still been doing ONE, but you've been grinding away.
Well, there's been lots to write on, lots to report. And, obviously the big news yesterday. But, we're keeping busy on the website here. It's there's a lot going on. I had a big think piece Sunday about Daryl Katz. and all that. I've been reading old Edmonton journals to find out all the sordid drug details of 40 years ago, of 1986. How about that?
Should we unpack that story?
We can.
Because I think we need to. It also made it onto Liam's board yesterday.
Yeah.
Did you see the photo that he used?
I did happen to see it, yeah.
Just a bag of sugar, if you will.
Yeah.
But Menzies, share with the folks. It's an unbelievable read at Oilersnation.com. This is when the website, forgive the pun, gets in our bag. You see what I did there? It's a story about the 1980s Oilers and their, what was the quote on the headline that you used?
The 5 Oiler players had, quote, substantial cocaine problem, which is what Sports Illustrated
Who would have thought?
said.
Hey, who would have thought?
So, yeah, I mean, May 12, 1986, this Sports Illustrated comes out. The article is linked in there, the original. So if you want to see what was written at the time.
Looked like Jim Matheson wrote that first one.
Oh, Jim Matheson's all over the story. You got Cam Cole writing editorials.
Let's get Jim on Happy Hour and let's talk about
Man, the things
the Bag
Jim,
Chronicles.
the things that Jim Matheson could share, right?
Does he have a book?
That he would know. I don't think he does. And Zach and I were talking about this, that, you know, Matty could really share some tremendous stories. Instead, people are carving him on Twitter. But regardless, so yeah, this comes out, but in this story is sort of leaked. There was an advance copy. And the Oilers had a press conference days before the story, like, officially came out to, like, get ahead of it and everything else. So a wild time. It all happened a week and a half after Steve Smith scores on his own net. That Game 7 against Calgary, the Oilers get punked out of the playoffs. And then, oh, by the way, the whole summer is now talking about who are these Oilers, who snitched.
When it rains, it pours.
Yeah.
Or snows, actually.
Well, you had it. What was your favorite part of the
Well, it depends.
You had a part you really liked, you said.
I can't
There was
remember.
an unnamed source. I
Yes, where
believe.
was it? I'm trying to scroll for it.
Former teammate or something was how it was. Because there was no real names attached. It was all
Yes.
unnamed sources, unnamed this or that. That was...
Where was that one amazing quote in the article? Oh, this is going to rattle me.
The photo from
There
Let's
it
go
is.
Control F snow.
Okay, there's the one about that. The other one that I loved was this sailor. Quote, if a guy goes to a party, gets drunk, or sniffs a line of cocaine, or smokes a joint, that doesn't make him a compulsive user or dealer or anything. That makes him a guy who went to a party and had a good time.
Yeah. Incredible quote.
Can you blame him?
Amen. They were winning at least. Like, that's where all this, but seriously, like, for Steve Smith thing to happen,
Yeah.
everything falls apart. You lose your rival, whatever. The snitch in the room, I know I would be like, hey, you couldn't trust anybody anymore.
So
Hey, my
what
bad.
was not really included in this, but that, I mean, it could have went on.
Should we
and on.
project who we thought the snitch was? Chat,
Well,
let me know.
got
That's
traded.
that's what happened in the press for the next several days was who snitched. And so they had stories about like a former AGM who had to come on and say, I didn't snitch, and Billy Harris. And Pat Price, who was a former teammate, had to come on, I didn't snitch. So there was this whole witch hunt to find out who was the snitch. And yeah, the layers to it were wild.
My favorite part of this is the photo from the Hockey News, which
Oh.
I think is the coolest photo maybe ever of the Edmonton Oilers, but B, just like great for whoever is the photographer.
Whoever did
for
that.
this.
You know
Yeah.
who was the editor in chief and wanted that
no.
cover? Bob McKenzie.
No.
Bob knows.
Bob McKenzie put his neck out on the line for that Hockey News cover. Yes.
Now, we have discussed for off-season content of doing more like deep dives into
Well, we have discussed that. But
we have a long time for the off season, but doing more like YouTube video.
Yes.
Video essays.
Yes.
Was
Video
the
essays.
Telling stories. This story. We
That
need
would
Jim.
be-
We need Jim.
Because then we could have recreations, and then we could do it like what's it called, Dark Side of the Ring, where it's all just kind of like blacked out a little bit.
Yeah.
I do consider myself to be quite the actor, Brett. So
It
it's-
runs in my family.
I'm a drama kid. So somebody already put. Now this is a good idea for a show.
This is a program
A
right here.
little hump day happy hour, you know,
Yeah.
get the folks, hopefully. I don't know where you guys are at watching, if you're, you know, at your office, your cubicle, but I did have the idea that, you know, Wednesday afternoon, mood goes down a little bit, you need something to pick you back up. Not the substance that we're talking there. We're talking
Yeah.
Menzies and Bordsy and Brett find a way to pick you back up. But continue on. Brett, what have you been up to for the last 2 weeks as well?
Yeah, well, you say we've only seen each other twice since I've only been in the office twice since the Oilers.
Yeah.
I've been eliminated, but I'm doing BJN stuff, hockey fight stuff. Now it's the
Blue
end of the
Jays
season.
Nation is what
Yes,
that means.
Blue Jays Nation. Yes, different type of nation. I think on a different type of website. If you go to BJN,
What's going on with the Blue Jays?
Like
What's I don't watch. I pay
good,
attention,
me
but
too.
I don't watch.
It's up and down. Vladdy's hitting well, but he's not hitting dingers.
Yeah.
He's just keeping it in the park, small ball type of stuff. So they haven't seen a lot of the old vintage Blue Jays type of baseball where you just hammer
I
it
saw
out.
Addison Barger threw a dude out from the outfield and
Yeah.
then immediately was out because he hurt his arm
Busted
doing that.
his UCL.
Now he got him out. I do believe.
Oh,
So-
yeah. It was 101 out of his hand. So, yeah, no kidding. Oh, yeah. He got him at the plate. But, yeah, no, it's just, and they've also, that's kind of similar too. They've hit the injury bug. A lot of injuries
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
they've had to look at guys like Yohendrick Pinongo, who they got for Will Wagner last year.
Hendrick.
Yeah.
Piongo?
It's kind of like the Jurgen Klopp Trivago. Oh, Trivago. You didn't check Trivago.
All right, I'm lost.
Why is every Trivago actor weird?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Because the old Trivago guy used to just like, it would be a white screen around him. It'd be like,
Oh, yeah.
"Been struggling to.
Wasn't he a salt and
find a
pepper
hook."
looking guy?
Yeah,
too? Yeah,
salt and pepper, but he had
Classic
like,
handsome.
he had like
60 plus.
depressed eyes.
Oh, he's an actor.
He's an actor. He's an actor. But he had like, yeah, sad eyes. And then it found out he had problems.
Oh,
Didn't
really?
He? Didn't that Trivago
No, I think
guy
you're
have
thinking of
problems?
Slap Chop guy.
He's running
Yeah, Vince.
for political office in the U.S.
Vince is.
Yes.
He should win.
I own a slap shop currently in my kitchen.
That's cool.
That thing sucks ass.
Really?
It is the dullest blade you've ever. The ShamWow got that one. That one worked.
I was
That
going
one
to say,
worked.
there's also.
It's just like a
ShamWow.
really absorbent towel. But
But outside of that, just doing a lot of wedding planning too, and getting a tattoo on Friday from our boy Scott from Bad Habit Tattoo.
the guy that did your Jake Wallman.
Yeah, he's going to touch it up as well. Good
Damn.
little price too. So, yeah, been busy. I've been busy.
Look at that. For me, I've golfed. I've actually gotten back in the gym. I can now lift my arms above my head again, where I'm not entirely like I couldn't get out of bed for a couple days.
It's
It was-
funny. So yesterday, after I did the most recent Knoblauch, I looked at myself on camera, and somebody had also called me an ugly brick-looking fuck.
Yeah.
And
X.com. You showed me the tweet from the guy. I'll say it. Fuck you, whoever that was.
and it was by a guy named Richard Bung. Dick Bung got me.
Dick Bung was dunking on our boy
Yeah.
here.
And, you
And
know,
he let him dunk all over.
Yeah. And you know, I looked myself and I said, okay, we gotta get back at it. So yesterday I did 20 excruciatingly slow push-ups.
Fuck yeah. Hey.
And today my whole
Yeah, oh, yeah.
sides
Oh,
and my
yeah.
arms
Oh, yeah, dude.
are just absolutely in agony.
Honestly, it's the soreness of trying to get back into working out, which is motivation enough to just never work out.
See, I
ever.
love that pain.
Oh, you're lying.
Yeah, no,
'Cause
I
it's
love
fucked.
it. I sit there. It's when I sit there and I go, oh, okay, I did something because I'm a big boy. I can sit there and go, okay, I can have a couple of what are those JBCs? Have a couple of JBCs.
I did give myself a nice Kit Kat bar last night. That was my my treat. Ice cream.
Yeah.
Ball hockey. Always played ball hockey. Obviously, have to bring it up. But
We're back.
my late night meal, post game meal, was always A&W getting a teen burger because you get your protein back. Sweet potato fries too.
Right.
That's
Attaboy.
That's
Shout
the
out
way to go.
Food, actually, and Lisa, who's in the chat. She dropped me off a Just Bite Me meal. She left it this morning for me in the fridge. Lisa just crushed it. Banging. 10 out of 10. Those... I'm getting into this now, like where the ones like they either give you the meals like that or like, they give you the ingredients and then you got to cook it. I like grocery shopping, but the simplicity of being like, I'm making this tonight, I really, really do enjoy. And then we got a super chat, gentlemen.
Oh, let's
regardless
go.
of in season or not. All your super chats are still going towards the Ben Stelter Foundation. And gentlemen, it is our queen, Tammy, with $10 says, just hi, boys. Stick taps hearts for Ben always. Tammy, we've missed you. We hope you're doing well.
Yeah,
you want to give an
absolutely.
update? You can. If not, that's totally fine. We're wishing you nothing but the best.
We had another one too
Oh, we did? I didn't even see it.
from Gup Year.
Got here.
And all it says is back here.
Back in.
Back in.
All right. Yeah, we are back. Like we never left, boys.
Yeah. Yeah, we took a little break. What?
2 weeks?
12 days? So
Yeah,
13
something like
days? Something like that. Enough time to miss us, really.
Have you guys been watching a lot of playoff hockey going on right now? Like, I will say the first week, I needed to erase it. I'll say, to be honest with you, I haven't watched like more than 5 minutes of Vegas and the Ducks because it just hurts and it makes me angry. Buffalo Montreal is the one series I've actively been seeking out to watch. Mm-hmm. I stand by when I said I think Carolina is going to dog walk their entire division. Said it pre-playoffs. That's exactly what has happened. Still didn't want to tune in to something like that. And then the Avs, I haven't tuned in much. I'll say my focus has been solely on the Habs and the Sabres series. It's been unbelievable. Anything in Bell Center, but what about you? You been keeping up?
Yeah. Not watching it as closely, but I've watched
It's
a good
so nice
chunk
not
of the games.
taking notes during a hockey game.
Yeah.
Underrated
Just watched. And so it hasn't been like appointment viewing. Like I haven't been there right for puck drop necessarily for some of the games, but
That's your background noise. That's always what's on.
yeah, it's kind of on, and then you got stuff going, or you're looking at the drug files of the '80s or whatever. You got the game on. So, but yeah, I think like Buffalo Montreal is not disappointed. I thought that was going to be the first round matchup. It ended up where Buffalo got first place. So that is not disappointing as a fun series. And whoever wins, I think will give Carolina an interesting test in that, like, don't get me wrong. The Hurricanes, they've been dominant and rightfully so. Their PK is great. But if one team could actually play them that has some confidence in their power play, hitting into it, I want to see Carolina get stress tested here. Like how many Flyer 5-on-3 screw ups were in that series? How many? 17?
They had a lot of chances to get somewhere at least in those games, and time after time, Buffalo's had their power play struggles as well right throughout these playoffs. I just want more Bell Center. I want that. Hook it to my veins. I'm very proud about Rogers Place and that we are a top fan base. The Bell Center might be a different beast. It might be a different animal because these clips, and we just saw the What Chaos boys, shout out Sean, DJ, and Pete, especially Sean because he's been wearing his Sabres gear constantly in enemy territory. And even they've said it's a different beast. It's wild out there. And the one thing I'll say, and this applies to Edmonton too, but what I really like about watching games that go down at the Bell Center is the crowd affects things, sure. But it's and I hope people get what I mean when I say this. It's an intelligent crowd. They will cheer and get fired up for small parts of the game where you could argue other markets don't even understand that. They'll applaud for a huge dump and chase, forecheck, crash and bang, and get the puck out. They'll applaud good shifts and that type of stuff. And just really gets me going watching the Canadiens. And they're no longer a sponsor. Shout out BPs because somebody in Canada has to win the Stanley Cup.
I'm rooting for Buffalo, but but it wouldn't hurt me to see Montreal go on. It's a good point. Jeff Merrick has the line before. He said two places in the world do ceremony the best: Buckingham Palace and the Bell Center. And it's true. Like the Bell Center's torch, bring out whenever they have pregame ceremonies, even if it's regular season for something big, like it feels like
that
a big
camera
moment.
shot when they go around and everybody's waving the towels and there's lights flickering and whatnot. It's all time.
I mean, it's a place where, look, they had state funerals for Rocket Richard and Jean Beliveau. Like, the history obviously goes back 100 years. You have to respect that. They've been a dominant franchise for most of their life. And, yeah, they've got that history that they've built on. It's been a long generational thing.
They might just be a passionate fan base, because also in my time off, I watched the Who Killed the Montreal Expos documentary on Netflix.
Yeah.
They like their baseball out there.
They did.
I did not, Brett, you're the baseball guy. I did not realize how deeply rooted baseball was in Montreal and Quebec culture and whatnot. They show up for their teams.
Oh, 100%. And it needs to come back. And I understand whatever, all this stuff. You watched the documentary on it. But baseball needs to come back to another Canadian market. Unfortunately, I think maybe not unfortunately, but I think it's going to end up being Vancouver before it's Montreal as well, which isn't going to go over well either. But no, and even before the season, they have their quick series at the Expo Center or whatever it's called there. I think it's something else. This is the Expo Center in Edmonton. But whatever
Expo
it's
Place.
called. Expo, yeah. But I really do think that baseball needs to come back there too.
Well, it's funny you mentioned Vancouver. So you got the World Cup coming. They're playing in Vancouver at BC Place while the Whitecaps are basically about to leave. And people are marveling, oh my God, BC, this is going to be a tremendous venue for soccer. This is unbelievable. Meanwhile, their MLS team is about and the city won't support because it's a different stadium. They don't play at BC Place.
Our boy is going to Vancouver, correct?
Yeah, and I'm mad at him.
He's going to that.
Well, because I sat there and he goes, because my cousin, we have accommodations there. So I'm going with my cousin. My aunt lives on the beach in Vancouver. Do
you know who my uncle is?
Yeah. Do you know?
Yeah.
Do you know?
He's Will from Will and Grace, if you didn't know.
Yeah, piece of shit. But
Not Will, Was.
Yeah, both of them. I couldn't believe it. I was mad.
It's good stuff. So, as of, let me take a look at my watch here. Oh, it just changed. As of 3:27 Mountain Standard Time, hitting refresh one more time, we still have no news on head coach Kris Knoblauch for the Edmonton Oilers. I like that Mark Spector earlier today with his tweet. He put the time and he said, as of 11:37 a.m.
That's right.
Don't nobody go at Spec. We still got nothing here. So there's a lot to unravel in this. I believe it has been dubbed a little bit of a shit show here in Edmonton with the current coaching staff. So what we do know was that it was reported by our old friend Frank Saravalli, yesterday, 2 days ago, the Oilers attempted to interview Bruce Cassidy, asked for permission, and the Vegas Golden Knights, in fact, did deny them permission to interview him. Now, there's two ways you could look at that, and you could be like, scumbag Golden Knights, sure. I also think this is maybe being a little bit too blown out of proportion. I think their response would be more, hey, we got playoff games going on tonight. Fuck off. We don't really care about that right now, which it's their right to do it. I guess it's maybe a little frowned upon. You could say that's an opinion-based thing, whatever. That's not for me to dissect and whatnot. But once Menzies, that little leak came out, and I'm sure Oilers brass, Oilers management was not pleased when that came out. It immediately felt like a death sentence, the writing on the wall for head coach Kris Knoblauch, and that, albeit he has a 3-year extension that is going to kick in this upcoming season, that he might, in fact, be on the chopping block. There has then been a lot of discussion and drama about how you're not doing right by head coach Kris Knoblauch. The word unprofessional has been used a lot. In my opinion, and we did it a lot on ONE today, that the sporting world is a completely different world from reality, and that the Oilers are doing their due diligence to try and interview Bruce Cassidy. They are leaving no stone left unturned, right? And that you can't be mad at a team when they fail and they try to improve. making a move like this. I get Nobby's still under contract. To me, it just is what it is, and this is the business. The first thing I want to ask you, where do you come out on this whole unprofessional standpoint here from the Edmonton Oilers?
Bradley says, is Sean Germain available at Menzies? He probably is. You get Sean Germain. Local coach. Anyway,
Sean Germain.
Sean Germain, married to Rachel Ullman.
Yep. Really?
Yeah. And Coach Junior B in St. Paul. And has been on the bench with the Camrose Kodiaks as of late. Anyhow, I think
Move over, Bruce.
Yeah, he could take the job. Your question
Where do you
was
come out on
was
the unprofessional? Where do you come out on that?
It's a bad look, is what it is. I think the Oilers, I don't think their hearts were, this is my hunch, I don't think their hearts were necessarily set on firing Knoblauch. And they got caught. By who? That's a good question. I think Cassidy's camp.
Yes. Tyler did this breakdown today where I went, let's just logically think it out here. Who benefits from this? The Oilers don't benefit. Vegas doesn't benefit. Bruce Cassidy might benefit.
Well, he's got now tremendous leverage. Tremendous leverage. If he was making $4.5 million before, now the Toronto Maple Leafs are in the Cassidy sweepstakes. There's going to be a bidding war afoot. Now, I wrote it yesterday. My guess is that I don't think that they were necessarily sold on firing Knoblauch, and they wanted to explore the whole Cassidy thing and see if they could do that quietly while Knoblauch was still in place. And now that it's out there, I think that they have to fire him. They have to fire Knoblauch. They've been caught, And the whole it's like you DM'd.
You didn't fully cheat.
Another chick.
You were on Tinder. She found your Tinder profile.
But
you were searching.
And then you're left on red as well. So it's like you didn't even get anywhere, and you're caught doing this, and now you're just screwed. You have no guarantees. You have an inkling that if I hit her up, something could happen.
Delete the account, play dumb.
I didn't know. What are you talking about?
What are you doing?
So I think they got caught, and that is what is alarming, because if they were going to fire Knoblauch, why didn't they just fire Knoblauch? Why was there this delay?
I think that the Edmonton Oilers, in my opinion, they like Kris Knoblauch as their head coach. We've heard rumors of who in the organization does and doesn't, whatever. But we got to remember, for as rough as this past season was, and it was that, he has made back-to-back Stanley Cup finals, and that I also think Kris Knoblauch would be picked up pretty quickly, maybe by some other teams out there on the market. But the Oilers like Kris Knoblauch. I don't know if they love Kris Knoblauch, or at least they're infatuated with the idea of that other girl across the bar in Bruce Cassidy, who is a renowned coach. He's a winner straight up, and we'll get into him a little bit more as we go along throughout this discussion. But the Nobby thing, it's dirty. It feels like you're, talking out of two sides of your mouth, where you're going, hey, man, you might be the guy, but we don't know the behind-the-scenes discussion. If the Oilers, their management, went to Nobby and said, hey, we're not firing you yet. We're going to do our process of whatever we're going to talk about.
Yeah. And
that this technically just falls under that process. There's nothing, I don't even think morally wrong that the Oilers did here. This is the National Hockey League. It's not the butt hurt feelings league. It doesn't matter. Now, I do agree that now that this has come out, personally, but I'm not an NHL coach or player, I would have a very tough time going back into that room and being like, oh, so you were actively looking at my replacement. They just maybe didn't want to join.
Well, the players know that too.
You might feel a second choice, where you definitely feel a second choice. And obviously the players, yeah, that's a good point. How do you have this guy lead you when...
what authority can he have?
Also, even to be Nobby, and sometimes the discussion's been made that, and I think this could be... just logically apply it once again here, that maybe Stan Bowman would want to keep Kris Knoblauch around so that for his own sake, Bowman's sake, he could save a bullet in the chamber. The Oilers start next year not good, 20 games in, bang, you fire Nobby. Oh, that kind of resets the clock for Stan Bowman thing. I don't even think it would. We'll get into Stan Bowman's future. Who knows? But it's a messy situation, but in my opinion, I don't think the Oilers have done anything that egregiously wrong here. I think they're trying to win, and they should be flipping over every possible rock to try and find something there. You have Connor McDavid for only 2 more years. I got no problem with it personally.
Here's what I wonder. It's like out of those exit interviews, Bowman said everything is going to be evaluated, including himself. So do we have any indication about how those evaluations went? And I'm not saying that they...
About like Bowman's evaluation?
Yeah, Bowman, Jackson, whoever. I mean, and this is why I went and wrote what I did on Sunday before this even dropped about Daryl Katz has not spoken publicly since May 2019 when the Oilers hired Ken Holland. And approaching the offseason, the magnitude of this might be a moment in time where Katz might have to speak. Because there's been a chain of events, whether it was how Jackson was hired, which was Katz and Paul Coffey approaching Jeff Jackson, who was then Connor McDavid's agent. Jackson being introduced with Holland, side by side. Holland, here's my boss. Nobody else there. Hey, here's my new boss. Well, welcome him. Holland on his way out. They call it retirement. Holland retired for a long time, several months, before he was then the general manager of the LA Kings. They don't have a replacement, but it's tough circumstances, short timeline at the end of the 2014 offseason. They have to go through the free agency. Jackson pushes chips in
2024
for next year's team to win the Cup. Jeff Skinner, Victor Arvidsson, re-signing Henrique, and others. They come close. They don't get there. But now this is the result of those moves. Those moves were designed to win right bloody now, and they didn't. And so it cut off some of the long-term winning potential of the team. So whose decisions were they? Well, there were a lot of Jeff Jackson decisions in there. And Holloway and Broberg's timelines were not considered, and they were left to go. And so I'm looking at it as just the total picture here of where the organization stands. And it would be good to know what they thought or talked about in those exit interviews with their structure. Because if Jeff Jackson's hired for the purpose of getting McDavid signed for as long term as possible, and he only signs for 2 years, well, that's a big issue.
You didn't do your job. Man.
And Jeff Jackson doesn't freaking live in Edmonton. He lives out east, like they all do. So you got Coffey hopping back behind the bench mid-season, strangely. Pagnotta said yesterday on O&E that he didn't even want to. Yep. What is going on here?
It's an absolute mess. It feels like there's like so many cooks in the kitchen over the last couple of years, and I like that point of, yeah, you do need your leader of the organization to maybe come out, but we know Daryl Katz' situation, what's going on. He's not one to do that from time to time. It's an ugly, messy situation. There's so many people to, like, once again, we know our friend DJ Bean has been going off about that. He wants Stan Bowman, the one to get the axe. For me personally, I probably would have been more in favor of that. One game that I want us to do in our couple, whatever we got here, weeks, months of happy hours, I want a tier list. I'm married to tierlist.com. I want a tier list all the moves made in the McDry era. And I want to actually see, if you were to break it down, like, what that split ends up being like. But, and let me just continue on here with the Nobby thing, right? Like, Nobby's a good coach. Let's not forget this. I know that we've made fun of him. We're doing the impression, which if he does get axed today, tomorrow, say goodnight to the impression, because I think it's mean at that point for us to, we'll have to find a new one. Does Bruce Cassidy have any defining characteristics?
He just answers questions thoroughly.
Oh.
You know?
What's that like?
I know. He explains. So
that's into detail?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. So, like, I just want to say, if it is allegedly coming to an end for head coach Kris Knoblauch, like, there was good times had, and I will say there's the argument, you see it all the time in the chat online. The Oilers can't just keep firing coaches over and over and over. And while I agree with that, there is the reality of the NHL these days. Like, if you go, we look at it all the time on O&E, the longest tenured coaches in the NHL. Nobby's 9th, I believe. Like, it happens pretty frequently, at least here for the coaching shelf life. And let's talk positively here now about the new guy that could possibly be coming in Bruce Cassidy. We got in a large debate earlier today at the office. It took like the last hour, but I pointed out Bruce Cassidy, I'll say it, is a pretty strikingly handsome man to be above 60 years of age. Good-looking coach. We then tried to discuss, can you name a 60-plus male celebrity that isn't an actor that you think is handsome? What names did we come up with? There's
Very
not many.
few.
We spent like an hour on this. Everybody in the office.
Very few.
Kirk Muller,
I think, is on the list. Barack Obama, I think, was on the list.
You weren't a fan of that, or Liam wasn't a fan.
Liam
of that.
wasn't a fan of that. That was weird.
James Duthie turned 60 today, apparently.
I think he qualifies.
So there's that.
A lot of names you think they've acted or acted in something, and so it cuts it out.
Bruce Cassidy's on that list as well.
Yeah, Bruce Cassidy. It was basically the Bruce Cassidy fault line. So
like my thought process though with the Nobby, he's a good coach, and this is what I think would be in line with where we said I don't know if the Oilers, they're 1 foot in, 1 foot out on this Nobby situation, because he's a good coach. Bruce Cassidy, I think, would be an upgrade over Kris Knoblauch, but if it's not Bruce Cassidy, I'd argue there isn't an upgrade out there over Knoblauch. So I get why the Oilers are playing this so close to the chest, because once again, if you just willy-nilly fired Kris Knoblauch and then, God forbid, something didn't happen with Bruce Cassidy, that would be a major, major fuck up. So this is all it's all a part of the plan. Trust the process.
Well, I understand in theory, like the Oilers have cycled through too many coaches, but the past doesn't necessarily inform what the situation is between Knoblauch, the players, and this current management. It can somewhat about just general Oiler dysfunction, which I think there is. But if reports are coming out like what Pagnotta said yesterday, that certain tactics that Knoblauch was using were questionable, and that the constant line changing drove frustration between the players and management, then that is a problem. Now, is it something he could learn from? Perhaps. But this wasn't very much a learning season. I think we had much more of a stubborn Kris Knoblauch than we've seen in prior
brought in
years.
his own staff this season. This was all on Kris Knoblauch this year.
Yeah,
there was no Paul Coffey to begin. So we had to bring in Daddy Coffey.
He made his choices. And look, so the Oilers are in. If this is as crucial an offseason as it is, they're on the clock. There's pressure to win. They're going to want to, if they can improve, and what they believe is improving is getting Bruce Cassidy, then they're going to try and do that. Like, the pressure's on here. Like, it's ratcheted up to 11. And you can say that, yes, like Knoblauch has been successful. I believe he's a good coach. Is he the right coach to coach the Oilers for the 2026-27 season? I'm not sure, because I am similarly worried if it's not Bruce Cassidy, who I also think has been somewhat deified here in the last few days and thought of as just this absolute fucking wizard. That
We're forgetting that he runs thin pretty quickly.
Well, he runs thin pretty quickly.
But we got a short time frame here for the Oilers. So that kind of works for me.
Well, absolutely. Like he's got his pluses, but I mean, his team this season had the lowest 5-on-5 save percentage when he got fired. You know, that there are things also beyond his control. It's somewhat the players have to take ownership, because they are as casual about when they won't play to a defensive structure as anybody else. They're the ones that are turning over pucks at the ozone blue line, leading to rush chances. Like, there are things the players have to do. Draisaitl talked about he wanted to be a Selke candidate in the offseason. You know, so the players have to take ownership too. With that said, now I think they have to move from Knoblauch. They can't bring him back. And if they don't get Cassidy, good
we're fucked.
luck.
Get ready to
Good
learn
luck.
Patrick Waugh, baby.
You're going to start talking.
Our goaltending, though, goes way
You're
up.
going to start
Love it.
talking yourself into some names. And I mean some off-the-radar names.
See, this is why when people
Like-
are, with the discussion's been out of, like, why haven't they just fired Kris Knoblauch? I'm like, well, be careful what you ask for, because we got to. Now, Bruce Cassidy also joined the
Get
Leafs.
ready for Mike Babcock's name to come up.
Holy fuck. This organization
Let's see some
could not
pictures.
get more fucked
Just
up
wanna get to
than
know
if
you.
Mike Babcock was coaching the squad.
No, I don't think Mike
That would
Babcock's
never,
gonna-
but
But
so, like,
these types of names. You want to drive the Viking? You want to see what Darryl Sutter's up to?
kind of, actually. There's a little part of me that does want to know.
Well,
what that's
because
like.
there's a lot of, what is Cassidy is like a demanding coach. He wants to play with structure and all of that.
So-
a lot of fans want to see the whip.
So this is what I want to
Yeah.
say. For the fit with Bruce Cassidy, I do think that it is an upgrade over Knoblauch, and that a lot of the things that have ailed the Edmonton Oilers for the past, not just this season, several seasons, are things that he's known for. You just said it there. His strong structure. And I mean, you don't have to be blind. Puck management, I
No
would
hiding
argue, is there's no hiding it. Puck management is a fucking issue for the Edmonton Oilers, and that is something that Bruce Cassidy will definitely hone in on. And I don't like this whole, I don't know, argument, whatever. He's like, well, he's such a dick and he's going to wear out his welcome, and that, like, the Oilers don't need that type thing. I'd argue more than ever the Oilers do need someone to come in and crack the whip. We just said it. There's only a 2-year timeline when it comes to Connor McDavid, so I don't care about you wearing out your welcome. We can deal with that after the 2-year thing, but we've seen the Oilers kind of, and I don't want to use the words pander to Connor McDavid, because, I mean, that's exactly what I would do, and they should do that to an extent. But you bring in Jeff Jackson, his old agent, you get him to run the squad. You bring in his old junior coach and Kris Knoblauch to let him run the squad. I'm sure Connor McDavid has some insight on what they're doing and running, and that maybe, after we've watched this for several seasons, and I get it, they lost in Game 7, they lost in Game 6 of the Cup final, they were almost there, but they weren't there, and they didn't win. So that maybe now, this is the perfect time to bring in a guy who's gonna bring it. And the fact that Cassidy does have winning pedigree, he's a Stanley Cup champion. Banners fly forever. 2023 with Vegas, he won Coach of the Year in 2019 as well. He comes with some of that, and I do think that could be exactly what the doctor ordered for this Oilers team.
Yeah, well, I'm not against Cassidy. If Cassidy wants to coach here, like, I think it makes total sense. People say in the comments there's a fit. I think there is a fit if the players see it as a fit. If the leaders,
gotta buy
if
in.
they want it to fit, it'll fit. If they're going to buy in, it'll fit. And it'll be a fresh voice, and it'll be someone who does come in who's got a ring, and he's got something that they all want, right? And I do think that matters somewhat. Because
A chiseled jawline at 60 years of age.
Look, and
We all want it.
he'll lay it out for you. And here are my non-negotiables, and here we go. So, yeah, Cassidy, if they can get him, this is great. But now this is fascinating with Toronto in the mix, LA in the mix, and Edmonton in the mix for Cassidy. Because, like you say, if for whatever reason Cassidy does not become the Edmonton Oilers coach, what was their plan? What was their plan? That's what I want to know.
Hey, Chris, get back out there, man. Or
It's Peter
Chief,
Laviolette
come
on the
Chief,
phone.
Let's swap it up.
Well, there is a scenario where the Oilers have Cassidy, the Kings have Knoblauch, or Toronto has Knoblauch, LA is Berube.
It's just like a wife swap thing
Yeah,
going on all
pretty
over the
much.
place.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's I like Killa in here said everything you're saying just strengthens Cassidy's case. Yes, it does, and like I think everyone agrees that come on, man, his numbers, I believe I looked up his record earlier. Was it 470, 254, and 96? A 630 points percentage in his entire career. He comes with some gumption, he comes with some good stuff, and now the other part that like I feel like is being forgotten in all this hoopla about Kris Knoblauch, being fired and whatnot. His extension kicks in this upcoming season.
Mm-hmm.
Let's remember that the Oilers just signed Nobby to an extension at the beginning of this past season. And then the wheels completely fell off They're going to be paying him. Do we know how much money it is per? Do we know coaches' salaries?
I thought it was in the threes.
I think it was also in the threes. I just didn't know if you were 100%
I think Spector
on that.
said in total it was something like 7 or 8 million, but I've seen 3 million per year said as well. We know that yesterday was an expensive day for Daryl Katz.
Yeah.
Because it ensured whatever money with Knoblauch was going to be burnt, and the Cassidy got more expensive.
Brett, I'm going to email you this, the thing I did in ChatGPT earlier that I forgot to send to you.
Oh,
because
yes.
I think this could work in.
Yes.
This could work in very well. Yes, I showed you this earlier as well.
This is fun.
Now, Bag Milk also had some really good memes earlier today. Bag Milk's, his meme game is out of this world sometimes. And how he has, like, I'd like to go into Bag Milk's, like, computer at one point and see the database of memes, right? Because, like, there's ones that get reused, but he just puts different captions or wording over them. Like, that takes years to build a meme database like that. And I just think with Kris Knoblauch, there's a lot of people, you know, being boo-hoo, like, Kris Knoblauch, how could you do that to the man? And what does this say to him type dealio? I would argue it's a 3-year extension at $3-something million per season. Rough math. That's $9 million to not work for a living. It's pretty good. That's where I go, like, there's reality and stuff that regular people do.
Yeah.
And then there's the sports world. So at the end of the day, I do think Kris Knoblauch is going to be fine. Do you also think that he could find himself hired elsewhere? Also, 3:50 p.m., still no confirmation yet. Just so people know.
I think Knoblauch will be in the mix. If he wants to be in the mix and wants to coach in the near future, I do think he'll be there. I mean, the Stanley Cup final in your first 2 seasons, like, even if you had some issues, that's pretty good.
That's pretty good, man. Let's not forget how he dummied the Western Conference last season.
Yeah.
There are points, Brett, you were doing pre and post with me. Call him the king of adjustments. Like, in several series, there's a reason their games 4-7 numbers are so good, is because that's when adjustments can be made.
Well, I think that's also why there's the hesitancy. Like, we always talk about, the regular season, all that stuff. When the playoffs did come heading into this.
It's happy hour here, lad. There's no sponsors on the screen.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
you're good. Please, get us more beers.
That is where I need more beer. I think that is where the hesitancy comes from. But either way, come this summer, Kris Knoblauch's going to be looking over
there he is. Live depiction of Nobby in, who knows, couple days, couple weeks, couple months. Him and Evander Kane both going to be looking for jobs, actually, now that I think about it.
Should they, open a studio or open a garage together?
What kind of studio?
The one that you would just pull the fader up and down, like in a bank commercial.
So there's our boy Nobby. Once again, nothing is official. Nothing is known. But it does feel like the writing is on the wall here for head coach Kris Knoblauch.
We had a super chat with Streeter Sheriff, $5. Thank you. What are your guys' thoughts on a less known name like Jamie Compon from Florida? Only assistant coach to have his name in the cup with 3 different teams.
Sounds like a perfect guy to bring in as an assistant coach.
So to that, I would say Streeter Schaefer. This is the first time I've ever heard Jamie Compon's name. That's a good resume you've given me there, but I think, and goes back to what I was just saying about Cassidy maybe being exactly what the doctor ordered for Edmonton. The time is now. The Oilers need a proven head coach, one that has either won Stanley Cups or has been to Stanley Cup finals in head coach Kris Knoblauch, and that Nobby was the new hire type thing. Jay Woodcroft was the new hire type thing. I got no more time for that. If we've only got 2 years left, allegedly maybe, of Connor McDavid, that I cannot waste more time on a Jamie Compon. He might be an excellent head coach. He might be the next Sean McVay, but that's what I thought about Kris Knoblauch. We already tried this, and I just can't, for me personally, there's no way I could sign and say, hey, Connor McDavid, you want to try this again with an experimental guy? What about you?
Yeah, I'm the same way. Like, with the stakes that they're at,
there's no.
and the people that are making those decisions, their jobs are on the line too. Who are they going to trust? They're going to trust a guy with at least a lot of experience, hopefully a ring. And that's where, if it isn't
I was going to Google how handsome is he? No.
Not my GQ guy.
That's not my coach.
Put Paul Coffey in charge and bring in Grant Fuhr.
I don't think Paul Coffey wants to be in charge, okay? I don't think he even wanted to join them. No, I know he didn't want to join
Grant
the
was part owner of the Dream Valley Thunder.
Shoddy Mills, shout out.
From the trenches of Drayton Valley. It didn't go very well, but Fuhr was not in the mix for very long. I don't think Coffey wants to be in charge. And look, he doesn't have to be because he already has the ear of the owner. He helped install Jeff Jackson, Paul Coffey. He's worked as a special advisor. He clearly didn't want to coach anymore. And so Coffey's already got the ear of the owner to whisper into about, what do you think about this, Paul? What do you think about that? So, and Coffey, I've heard it from somebody who might know, and it's not, breaking news. But Coffey and Knoblauch were not, they weren't bros. They didn't see eye to eye on certain things.
Gel. No way.
They didn't see eye to eye on certain things, which is okay. I don't think that's the worst thing in the world because, Coffey had a lot of experience.
We're just blessed that we're bros with the guys we work with.
Yeah.
Shout out. Shout out to you.
Was a little. He kept firing off names that were either too young or not
we said
attractive enough.
60-year-old males that are not actors that are attractive, he goes, Raf Nadal. It's like he's not even remotely
60.
close to 60
Not
years
60.
old. He just hung him up.
Yeah.
Okay, do we have anything else on the coaching discussion that we want to add or we've missed on here so far?
If I
trying to go through the chat.
It can't be Bruce Cassidy.
It's Kris Knoblauch.
Presuming that Knoblauch is fired by the end of the business day today.
Nobby flips it back. The Oilers try to come crawling back, and he goes,
Toronto Maple Leafs offer Bruce Cassidy $20 million a year, and Bruce can't believe his luck. He jumps up and down and says, "Sorry, Daryl Katz, it's $20 million a year." Daryl says, "I'll give you 25." Chayka says, "I'll give you 30."
I'll give you $5. I'll throw it in.
Yeah, but who would be? Is there any name from the heap of names?
The only other name that, because once again, I'm consistent in my thought process here. I need a proven Stanley Cup worthy head coach. The only other name that I've heard out there that gets me perked up a little bit is Peter Laviolette. Mm-hmm. That's the only other one that I'm like, okay, I'd have to do a little bit more research, get into the weeds on that to know a little bit more about what style of coach he is, but he's been around for long enough that I know.
Also demanding. I mean, he took three teams to the Stanley Cup final.
Isn't he kind of a dick?
He's hard.
I think the Oilers need some of that, dude. I think we need someone to crack the whip.
I don't disagree at all.
He's been to three different, you said? Rangers?
Carolina he won with, Philly, and Nashville.
Philly.
Right?
Shit, that's right. Yeah.
And then it just, in Nashville, with Washington and with the Rangers, like he did take the Rangers to the conference final 2 years ago. It's not, he came in, he was there for 2 years. Well, they went 55, 23, and 4. And then last season went 39, 36, and 7, and they were out of the playoffs.
Okay.
And then was sitting around this past season. I thought Laviolette was older, but he was just like such a younger head coach. I mean, he's been there, done that. He's been a coach for a lot of teams. I believe he was the Islanders coach before he was the Hurricanes coach. In fact, I don't know how much out-of-market sports radio you ever listen to, like WFAN, The Fan in New York, Mike and the Mad Dog.
Yeah. I see the clips.
Mike and the Mad Dog, maybe the most iconic pairing of like sports radio. They had a very famous falling out, but there's it's on YouTube. I think they interviewed Mike Milbury after he got fired from the Islanders. And I think Laviolette was involved in that interview. And like Mad Dog is coming at, Mike, you're out to lunch with your moose. You traded Luongo.
Fucking hate Mad Dog.
You traded Luongo. You took DiPietro. What are you doing? You already had a goaltender, Mike.
Mad Dog sucks. Mike good.
Oh, you like Francesa?
I'm in on Mike Francesa. He's an OG. He's a goat. Yeah. Mad Dog, and maybe
sucks.
If you ever see him be on like First Take these days, when he goes out and does his list, every list he has is Bob Cousy as the number one point guard of all time, and I'm just like, I shouldn't get so mad about these lists.
You don't think Moses Malone is a top 5 center?
He used to do baseball.
Bill Russell, shut the fuck up.
I want to say it's like MLB This Morning or something. I forget what it's called, but he used to have like a half-hour show with Alana Rizzo, absolute star, like used to be a beat reporter for the Dodgers, loved her, and then she went on national with the MLB network and got stuck with fucking Mad Dog. And so I would watch that show and feel so bad for Alana Rizzo, because every time she would bring up a fantastic point about the NL West, he would do that exact same thing. Oh, what are you talking about? The San Diego Padres.
The Padres.
Oh, fuck.
He makes me say Stephen A, take the mic, which is very rare for me to say Stephen A, take the mic.
I will still put on some the Mike Francesa podcast just to get some Giants and Jets talk.
Francesa's like a barstool guy too, so he's been very in my sphere of things. Like he's
Francesa,
Pope Francesa.
The Pope. They call him, yeah. There's like a 3-hour-long compilation of prank callers into Francesa.
I've seen some videos of the prank calls.
So Mike, so the New York Giants and the San Francisco Giants, do they ever
hang out and party
together and like have a lunch or something? Wait a minute. Have a lunch? Huh? Have a lunch?
They're on opposite sides of the country.
What are you talking about? Yeah. Great.
Good stuff. Shout out Mike Francesa. Shout out Mad Dog Russo. Okay, so yes, Peter Laviolette. Brett, you agree? That could be another name of interest. Chat, if you got anybody else, throw it out there as well.
I'm fine with that. The other name, and this isn't a name for right now, and there's always going to be conversation about it because of where he is and all that stuff. And I'm only mentioning it because I think he's a fantastic coach, but he's never going to leave the situation. And that's David Carle. I think I would love David Carle. Right now, is not the right time on the Oilers' perspective. Is not the right time because they can't, try and whatever. I don't want to say indoctrinate or whatever. Throw a new coach into the fray in a situation like this. But B, he's very comfortable at Denver. He is very comfortable, and as he has mentioned before, it's a turnover friendly industry in the NHL where he has built something in Denver. I think the only way that you pry him out, and he's had opportunities in places like Chicago and San Jose to build something similar in the NHL. I think it would be very nice to see him in a place like Edmonton with actual established stars instead of having to build. But this current cycle for a coach is not the appropriate time. But maybe in 2 years.
Maybe in 2 years.
Turned down $25 million from Chicago.
I know,
apparently.
that's the thing.
We hire Bruce Cassidy. We win the cup. He wears out his welcome after 2 seasons. David Carle comes in. McDavid signs up for that. 10 years of that.
That's my narrative.
That's
the narrative
Hands
I have
in?
in my head.
Break.
There we go. Solved.
Your move, Jeff and Stan.
Yeah.
Let's go, boys. Somebody in the chat, who was it here, Daryl? Honest question. Does anyone feel nervous about this offseason already? Hasn't really even started yet, and we aren't even in June yet. Or it's already not the greatest, and we aren't even in June yet. It's not hyperbole to say that this is the biggest offseason of the Connor McDavid era. The biggest offseason of the Connor Mdavid era so far until next year at Oilers Nation HQ.
Hyperbole.
Yeah, you do?
Well,
I just think if this next season does not go well, the Oilers don't make the playoffs per se, he's as good as gone.
I just think that there's so much. It just reeks of prisoner of the moment. There's so much like, this is the greatest best of all time, the greatest.
Must win or can't lose coaching decision.
It's like,
Menzies.
oh my gosh. Sometimes it's a
Yesterday,
little.
I'm watching SportsCenter, 4 p.m. They're doing, whatever. They're talking puck. I forget who the host was and asked the guy. Either way, it's not important. And she goes, so, tonight, is this a must-win game for the Buffalo Sabres? And leaned in, whatever. And I could just hear Menzies in the back of my head just going, fuck!
No! It's not a must-win. Yes, of course, they need to win.
They should win.
They ought to, if they want to win the series, it'd awfully help. Actually, something from Oni yesterday that is not Oilers related.
Is It Cake was today, and it was impromptu. Did you miss it?
I did. Yeah, we had a furnace of conversation.
Rewind it, boys.
In the room. But something Liam said yesterday, I actually had a good back and forth with somebody I know. Because I disagreed with what Liam said, but I think it might make for... So yesterday was the Kawhi anniversary.
Yep. Is this the dagger?
And Liam said that was the most iconic Toronto sports moment of all time. And I disagree.
Bat flip?
No, I think Joe Carter walk-off home run to win the world. Touch them all, Joe.
Touch them all, Joe. You'll never hit a bigger
That
home
was
run.
what came to mind for me. But the person who
I wasn't
argued
alive
with,
for that, so I
who
can't.
was who was alive for it, he's an older guy. We had this back and forth, and he thought the Kawhi for a moment, for what it is, the ball hanging on the rim, all the factors, is a much better moment necessarily because of the circuit that the buzzer beater shot versus a home run that's like a walk-off to win the World Series. But I would think the home run to walk off to win the World Series.
I would think, once again, second round of the NBA playoffs or World Series, stage here, other stages right here. Now, I also think, and I'll say Kawhi's bigger for me because, I was alive for it. I'm also a massive Raptors fan, so that was my everything at the time. But it's also just the social media age where I've seen the shot so many times.
Yeah.
It's so ingrained, that highlight in my brain, that I haven't been as exposed to the Joe Carter highlight as much as that. For me, it goes Mount Rushmore moments. Sidney Crosby golden goal. Kawhi buzzer beater in the second round. I don't even care. Raps have never won a game 7. Then Jose bat flip. And then I don't know what my flip would be.
Bat flip was
I'd have to. Those are Canadian. Those are my Canada sports heritage moments.
I remember
Malcolm Butler pick at the goal line supersedes every one of those.
Shut up.
Tyree.
Fair enough. Or Manningham on the side.
Daryl, yeah, so I guess it's a yes, you are nervous. I'm always nervous.
Yes,
and
sorry.
I always expect the Oilers to screw up. So nothing's changed for me.
I'm
very nervous.
The Bautista one was utterly electric. I remember standing on my couch and yelling. And listen, Dodgers fan, all that stuff. That was electric. Hey, how about this? Where would the Isaiah Kiner-Falefa slide into homeland on the iconic moments if he was safe?
Oh,
they would have won. They would have won.
Don't give me an
if.
if.
Sorry.
the slide just beating the throw home and the ump standing over to give the safe instead of the
Or the ball
punch-out.
getting stuck in the wall. My girlfriend still
That's
brings
so
that
funny.
up.
I've blocked all of this from my brain. You saying that.
I
It's
haven't.
I have these moments where we'll reference things that happened in the Cup final the last 2 years. It'll be Game 4, remember this? And I go, nope. Nope. I got a pretty good defense mechanism up here, all right? See ya. Forget about it. But yeah, this offseason is it's going to be a little bit stressful. Continuing Oilers news, I guess a little bit, and then we'll get into our nonsense. We've already gone well over an hour.
Yeah, I didn't.
We got Jeopardy in 23 minutes.
Yeah, we do. I was telling.
Should I get it on a side monitor?
I haven't been keeping up. It's been hard with Ding out to get as revved up, and now we don't have the games 4:30. It's not part of our normal routine.
Well, while we were chatting here in this last hour, I may or may not have finished Jeopardy game.
So are we going to play our own version of Jeopardy?
We can definitely play one.
Boom!
Let's go.
Baby. I bet Men's going to mess me up on that one. But just final Oilers news. World Championships. Couple Oilers headed out. It's going to be a good time. Evan Bouchard, Darnell Nurse, who says they wanted a longer offseason because they are going right out. Here's the entire list of everybody on Team Canada. We got
now Crosby as of yesterday.
Yeah, that's right. Actually, yeah, he's not on this. Yeah. Connor Brown, former Oiler. Dylan Holloway, former Oiler. Then you got Bouchard. You got Darnell Nurse. For Bouch, hey, I love this. This is just trying to build up your case to be on Team Canada for the remaining several years of his career, and I think he is going to do just that. And then my spin zone with Darnell Nurse is that this proves he does have value in the NHL and across the NHL, that if Team Canada wants to bring him along, there's some younger players on this squad, but he's a veteran. He's been around the block, if you will. There is value to Darnell Nurse, Michael Menzies. Make your connections wherever you will. Yeah. What GMs picked this team? Because we got to be sending trade offers.
Brad Treliving.
Fuck.
Brad Treliving picked the team.
Shit. All right.
Yeah.
All right, back to the drawing board.
Toronto's ex-general manager, who was apparently interested in Nurse, allegedly, at the deadline.
Another Pagnotta bomb.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, Nurse, he's in the Parker Wotherspoon tier. I was never going to argue
no
that.
Hiding it.
But I do, it is good for Nurse to get the opportunity. It's good that Bouchard's going. I think he's got some, a little something. The Norris wasn't a Norris finalist. Wasn't picked for Team Canada for the Winter Games. He's obviously had a great season. He's improved.
Always
there's
the bridesmaid.
no doubt about that. But I think now he gets the opportunity. He'll be the guy. He's going to be the guy on this team, and so that's good. I was a little Ekholm. Ekholm going to play for Sweden.
That's crazy to me.
I thought Ekholm could have used a long, nice May.
My eyebrow when I saw the Ekholm thing was just all the way up here. It was like, wait a minute, what? You mean the 35-year-old NHL veteran? And I guess there's a way that I can spin zone. I'm good on my spin zones today, especially. There's a way to say that, remember last year? So he missed the entire Western Conference playoffs, comes in the Cup final. You can make your jokes, whatever, that he messed up the whatever. We spent all of last offseason being very concerned about, is the Viking going to regain his true form, and is this going to be the start of the decline for Mattias Ekholm? Then the Oilers very quickly sign him to a contract extension. They re-sign him for the next couple seasons. And then all year, Ekholm was just solid, dude. He played all 82 games this season, and then I think he had his third most points ever in a season in his career. And that my spin zone is, we thought he was going to be injured and that maybe his hip and his career would never be the same. He plays all 82. He plays well, and then he feels so good. He wants to continue playing because there's no way that he's trying to build up equity to be on Team Sweden in the Olympics in 2030 because he didn't even get this time.
Well, and there were some injury question marks with Ekholm during that series and Bouchard publicly this week.
Conked? He was conked?
No one's really followed up with that, and even the way Saravalli said it on Oilers Now was something that I didn't think he wanted to put in, let's say, tweet form.
Yep.
But saying on a show. Even Elliott yesterday.
Did he say it on the radio as well?
So Elliott yesterday on
Did Frank say it on the radio? Sorry.
Yeah, Frank said it.
So you couldn't even have video footage of him saying it.
Right. So
it's fucking played.
It was kind of like, I'm in the Edmonton market. Here it is. And then someone Twitter immediately confirmed. And it's it wasn't quite the tone, but he also trusts his source. So what do you make of that? But the Oilers never gave the, Jim Nill when the Stars got knocked out. It's okay, here we go. So Rantanen, MCO, blah, blah, blah. This one, that one, this one, that.
We heard Nobby say the word, list. We had guys dealing with fractures.
Yeah.
That's really all we got.
Yeah, and I thought there was maybe something with Ekholm. At times, doesn't appear to be because he's good to go. And with Bouchard on this alleged concussion bit, I mean, he played the remainder of the series and everything else. So I don't know. It's just the whole rest thing. It's like, okay, you got 5. I didn't think the Oilers were going to have 5 players playing at the World Championships. I mean, Howard, technically a Condor, I guess, but still.
Yeah, Josh Demansky I've said it repeatedly this year that I went, wow, his last 365 days of hockey have been insane. Well, let's keep it going, all right, 365 plus. Szymanski going to play for Team Germany. So he's played World Championships last year, played in the AHL, played in the NHL, played in the Olympics, played in the NHL playoffs, and now is going back for more. And I will say this. We've been discussing a lot about, potential holes to fill in the Oilers lineup, and 3C being one of them. Jason Dickinson is an unrestricted free agent. I wouldn't bank on it, but there's potential that you might have your solution to your 3C problem right under your nose in Josh Szymanski. Don't go into the season with that plan, but God forbid, he might be able to handle that workload. So Josh Szymanski, keep it going. The Iceman. Also, Iceman drops on Friday. Shout out Drake. That's his album.
The next Drake album I listen to will be my first.
What? Well, this would be a good one to listen to.
I will say I've maybe listened to
that's
5 rap albums in my life. Like, give me the full album.
Okay, what are you about?
It Takes a Nation of Millions to Hold Us Back, Public Enemy.
I was gonna say you strike me as like an old school gang star.
Yeah, like Easy.
I want to put in work.
Straight Outta Compton album.
Yep.
Definitely,
The Chronic?
Definitely one. Yeah, I don't know if I have Eminem. There's definitely one album. The Marshall Mathers LP. I think.
Yeah,
that one.
Yeah.
Now have I listened to anything more than that? Like a full album. I'm not a big rap guy. Like
Fair
I
enough.
like certain rap tracks, but it's not. It's you look at the whatever.
I'm the biggest Drake guy on planet Earth, and I'll say he's gonna drop 25 songs. 6 of them are gonna be bangers. And that might even be pushing it. I don't want to fucking hear from you. I don't want to hear Kendrick.
No, I'm not going to say anything. All I was going to say is I have something that's kind of not this specific conversation, but a conversation that we were having.
Should I go grab beers while you do this?
No, this was going to be my thing to go grab beers. This was something that Battle made. Well, he was.
I saw him in the chat. He put, "You guys need new graphics, man."
Yeah. But he made this while he was still here, and we've had this on whatever.
Is this the car
in the V-Mix for a long time, and it kind of feels like this is the proper time to bring it up. So this is courtesy of.
This is gonna make you sad and angry.
Listen, don't you worry, pal. You had a good run. Enjoy your retirement. Storm takes back the lead.
Unbelievable! McQueen is fading! McQueen is fading! Fading fast!
Just makes me sad to see. And he made that in January, February type deal.
He made that a long time ago.
Like a long time ago. So Tristan can, in fact, see the future.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Was that always going to be the thing? It kind of felt like the issue from the regular season.
You out of breath, Brett? Why are you out of breath all of a sudden?
Don't worry about me.
There you go.
Welcome to Happy Hour.
All right, welcome to Happy Hour, everybody. We hope that you're stoked to be back here joining us. We're happy to be back here in the room. Cheers.
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 Cheers. It's cold.
It's good. 75 minutes in.
Oh, my God.
We're warmed up.
We've just finished the Oilers stuff, and this show is going to be a lot more than just Oilers.
Well, that's why when you threw out a topic, I was like, I think we're going to be...
See, I didn't know if we were going to actually get, because, it's such a shit show around the Oilers, and this morning, you'd use that phrase, shit show, and I was like, yeah, but, is it? Do I actually know anything? And then there was the LA Kings asking for permission to interview him. It was reported they did, but that they didn't. And then Friedman was like, well, I didn't say that, but I don't know. It was just a messy situation.
Because he was on Oilers Now yesterday and was saying, not with full authority, but that he believed perhaps that the Kings had permission. Now, he says the Kings have not interviewed Cassidy. They have not gotten permission. The Kings reporter who said that Cassidy was interviewed Friday doubled down today and stands by his initial report that they talked.
So somebody's lying.
So did they talk but not get permission? Is there tampering afoot?
Or someone just lying. Yeah, there's a lot of
Somebody
potential.
lying? Whose sources? And I know there's been some back channels that like others support Elliott and the reporting that says, look, the Kings haven't gotten permission either. So it isn't just an Oilers specific thing. Yeah, it's just another layer of chaos and weirdness to this whole situation. And I kind of like, Strudwick said last night, and I kind of agree, like, I don't hate it necessarily either. Like, I would, if the Oilers had not, like, let's say
There's no way I'm letting Vegas interview him or giving him permission. I
In a
respect
year,
all of this that they're doing. I would do everything
the
the same.
Knights fire Tortorella. Knoblauch doesn't have a job left. And they want to talk to Knoblauch. Well, no.
Denied.
I didn't see the
Denied.
email. That's the other thing. What is permission?
Asking for permission, yeah.
What is formally in the NHL sense? What is it?
Well,
What is it?
I feel like that's been laid down by now that it's pretty ambiguous.
I got so many jokes. I don't
Careful. Is it paperwork? Is it thumbs upping a text? Is it signing? Like what is it?
Hey man,
in
can I
this
talk to
NHL
him and
sense?
just gives it the thumbs up
Yeah.
on iMessage? Oh, you wouldn't know. Sorry.
I can like we can like messages.
You keep your green bullshit the hell away
Yeah.
from me.
What do you mean by we?
Spell we.
O-U-I.
Yeah, it's a messy situation, and I hope that there's one guy that's staying out of it right now. And that's Connor McDavid. So let me give you the Connor McUpdate about how his summer is going. If you've been following along online, you've seen, Connor A. brought his number one flannel. That's his number one flannel. He walked out with Morgan Wallen with it, and here he was. Was this in Utah, I believe?
I think that's where we landed. Yeah,
I think that's where this was. He's out drinking wine, charcuterie boarding with Lenny and Lauren. And then, Brett, we have the other photo as well, because I'll say, I don't know if you brought the other one in. So I think they're on a couples trip, Lauren and Connor, and I think it's one of Lauren's old girlfriends or whatever. But there's a guy. Oh, you didn't bring it in? I think it's in the back of this thing.
It's in the back here. I might have brought it in.
Either way, it's this guy. It's not even important. That important. It's whoever the boyfriend is of the other girl.
Yeah.
And it's tough to watch somebody else live out your dream in front of you as he gets to spend one-on-one time on a boat with Connor McDavid, drinking and eating and wearing nice flannels and collared shirts. So McDavid looked like he was having a good time out there with that. And then we did get another update that would appear he's out in Turks and Caicos.
Oh, is that where he is? TNC.
Made an update to her Instagram story. Threw that bad boy up there. And so I keep saying this. I hope he has an incredibly normal 29-year-old summer. Drink booze, eat food, answer when Stan Bowman calls. Please don't leave him on red. But other than that, just stay away from all of this chaos, as you just called it. That is the Oilers.
What would you talk to McDavid on a boat on a couples trip?
On a couples trip, okay, first off, I'd just start. I wouldn't go too complimentary about the flannel, but I'd ask him where he got it. And that would be like my into, right? And being like, oh, is that from Zara? Oh, you're from Edmonton as well? Oh, yeah, shit, I'm from there as well. Work for Oilers, actually, no.
Well, because it's
Wouldn't
tough
tell him
because
that. I don't think he has...
most boyfriend conversations are going to begin with sports. These playoffs these are great.
You catch that Ducks Vegas game in OT with... Have you ever heard of this Pavel Dorofeyev?
Montreal, what an atmosphere. What a vibe.
How about that Marner guy?
Yeah.
No, I'd actually talked about Mike Vrabel's situation. That's what we.
Shut
There he is.
Oh,
There
Wow,
he is
you
in
guys
Turks
are on a
and
boat
Caicos.
talking about Vrabel. Eh?
Yeah.
Well, it's not illegal to go on a boat, Brett. But to commit adultery for 7 years, that might be bad. That might be bad. So Connor McUpdate, there it is. He's looking good. Hoping he's having a good time. I don't think we've gotten anything on Leon or where he's up to, anything like that?
They're building a house.
They're building a house.
That's pretty much it.
Which the location was not.
So he's here for the long haul then.
But that's just it. That the
Contract,
locale
yes.
of the house was not disclosed.
Like what city? Or like,
What?
it wasn't a given that it was in Edmonton?
Well, that's just nobody said for sure that this house was in Edmonton.
I'm sure people will figure out.
Well, I'm
where
sure
it
there's
is.
someone
Chat?
here that could.
Get on it.
Not in this room, but who works here. Waz joins the chat. Bob Stauffer believes Knoblauch will inevitably replace Lindy Ruff in Buffalo.
What?
Whoa.
Okay.
Interesting.
I don't see why they'd get rid of Lindy or would be planning to get rid of Lindy right now, the bona fide Coach of the Year candidate. But, okay. Thanks, Waz. Courtesy of Bob.
Yeah, via Bob. Bob had it first.
Bob, thank you, Waz. He knows that we are a Bob
Did you
podcast.
see Too Much yesterday? Like last night, they had it and said the Oilers were making an announcement tomorrow.
I saved that tweet.
What?
Yeah.
that again?
Well, last night, Too Much tweeted, said the Oilers will make an announcement tomorrow, which would be today. That's what they said. Which is not like...
I mean, yeah, we just like to pile on because I'm like, Spec basically said the exact same thing earlier this morning. What?
But Too Much.
Another miss for the 2 months?
Well, where's the...
Like there's...
As you can see, it's favored it.
Attaboy, Brett.
There's
Attaboy,
many
Brett.
others that
Fighting the good
were-
fight, Brett. You're
that
fighting
were
the good
leaning
fight. We
in.
respect that shit. Way to go.
Just to
Way to
say.
go. All right. Okay. So there's your Connor Mc update. That's what I got for you there. Now, to you guys. Hey, you guys. We've been known to give out the Jeans Award from time to time, right? Now, this isn't a post-game show, so there's nothing that we can exactly call out the LVP for. So going forward, I want to give out the Jorts Award. It's the summertime edition of the Jeans, the Jorts. And I will be photoshopping people into jorts. Don't you worry about that. I'll find my way. So I don't know if you actually came with anything prepared. I have 2 candidates for my jorts. They are not NHL related, which once again, happy hour. We're going to do lots of Oilers talk. And we're going to branch out into some other things as well. So let me ask you 2 gentlemen, did you come with any jorts candidates or would you like me to go first?
I have one.
Okay.
Anna Dua.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Anna Dua, who's a
Media.
Sportsnet reporter. She did some hockey stuff. She was doing some baseball stuff the other day. She was at the field, the Ball Diamond. And it happened to post a picture of what is her treat, her favorite ball game snack that she likes to eat.
Is that it? Or is it a different one?
No, and her treat was, that's the one, shaved ice and mustard. Shaved
Ew!
ice.
Mid-game snack the day, shaved ice, no flavor with mustard.
Yeah.
Ew. I thought that was cheese sauce, to be honest with you, at first. I thought
No,
that was
that
nacho
is-
cheese in a cup. I'll say it, that's fucked up. But also, don't knock until you try it, right? There is part of me that says, we got a blender in here? We got a blender in this office?
Mustard ain't bad.
I
And
love mustard.
mustard's good for cramps.
I see Pete Blackburn responded to the tweet and said, quote, what the fuck is wrong with you?
No, this is-
38,000 impressions. Hey,
Yeah.
amen, Pete. Amen.
Yeah, I like mustard. I like ice. The thought has never occurred to combine the two and that be its own snack, a snack.
That doesn't fall into the
treat.
snack category for me.
So as you can see, this was ratioed and people were.
That's Jeff Skinner was robbed, just said that's a crime.
It's tough.
Arrest this woman.
How do you even come up with that?
Somebody
try?
said here that like pregnancy cravings, but she's not pregnant. But I could see
don't think
that.
so,
I could
but
see that being
maybe.
a way that you discover that you like shaved ice and mustard. I'll tell you, I'm never even gonna try that, Anna. I'm gonna put I'm gonna
How
plant my
high
flag.
would you have to be?
Well,
I'm willing to find out. I'm willing to
Aaron
find
did just ask if we have a blender. So,
out. Sorry, 1 second.
so about this high.
Yeah.
It's about right here. That's good. That's good. You got anything for Jorts?
I do. It's in the wrestling world, and
Shocking.
but it's come out that WWE has been using ChatGPT to help write their storylines in
I did see this.
for wrestling, which is insane. But this leads
They're just
me.
proofreading. This is proofreading.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're just running it through. Which I hope this was ChatGPT. Well, I don't know, but which has led to this past Friday night SmackDown. Their quote unquote main event was a funeral for a gingerbread man. Because the guy has a rivalry with.
My gumdrop buttons.
Yeah, well, he ripped off one of them, which
Never
is
touch the
gumdrop buttons. Not the gumdrop buttons.
That's good.
Bane could do that well.
Which they had a funeral for him, and then in the coffin, in the gingerbread man suit, was Little Yachty. So yeah, that's gonna be my jorts right now because WWE is rough to watch right now, and that's why we are an AEW podcast.
We are an AEW podcast. Shout out MJF.
All elite, baby.
That's my guy. Lil Yacht. I'm not even gonna ask why
Yachty's been good. I
why
will say
Yachty was involved in that.
He's been fine on TV. He's been a fine celebrity, unlike Jelly Roll.
All right, so I've got 2 picks for my Jorts Awards. Okay. Now, one of these, I actually respect it so much that I don't think it's deserving of Jorts, but it is beyond hilarious. I will do that one second. So the first one I've got for you, I'm a big basketball guy, all right? I love the association, I love the NBA, and more than just the Toronto Raptors. And I need to say that Deandre Ayton might be the biggest fraud that has ever played in the NBA. Excuse me. And that is saying something. So DeAndre Ayton was drafted first overall 7-8 years ago, something like that. He is 7 feet tall. Yeah. He is a big man. He has all the skills you would need to be successful in the NBA. Brett, can you just play, no audio with the highlight? Can you just play the highlight here on the side of us? He's the number 5 on the white jersey there, the big, really tall guy in the paint right now. So he just missed 2 rebounds here. Now he's going to miss another one right there while committing a foul. The commentators in this moment are basically just describing how big of a fucking joke DeAndre Ayton is. They cut to their coach, JJ Redick, who is clearly, that's DeAndre Ayton. They're going at him. You'll see it here on this replay. He's going to commit a foul while he's trying to get the rebound after he already allowed an offensive rebound. This will continue to the inbounds here. There's not been a single stoppage. This keeps going. Keep your eye on him there in the paint, because this sequence is about to get even worse. So there he is down low, grab the rebound. Nope, misses that. The guy who shot the ball gets the rebound. They now find a way to work it. Watch him here playing defense. There he goes past him. 2-hand shoves him while an and one is scored. And the camera just cuts to him and it's JJ had enough, immediately yanked him from the game. And I would like to let people know. He's 27 years old, DeAndre Ayton. Mm-hmm. How much money do you think he's made in his NBA career?
A lot.
$178 million.
Yeah.
107. Look at this. He just shoves him. He says, fuck it. I don't know how to play defense. The bucket, if you're going to do that, don't let him score. That goes down. So the end of the highlight there. This man has the audacity, somehow, some way, to, I don't know if it was a day later or whatever. Once again, $178 million. Brett, show the people the chain that Dominatin' got sent to him. He got a custom-made chain that says Dominatin'. DeAndre Ayton is his last name. I just don't understand how you could be, have no sense of, the entire internet is clowning me right now. I used to make $30 million a season. They bought me out of my deal. I'm making 7 now.
That's insane. The back is fucking nuts.
I didn't see this necklace. I knew the highlight. I knew he was getting dragged. I didn't realize.
It's unbelievable. No, let me say, sick chain. But the fact that this all came out after this whole sequence went down in the Laker game, JJ Redick had to come out and be like, man, he's important for us, but kind of like, my God, man. Whenever you get frustrated with NHL players and, if Bouchard makes a shitty error in the D zone, he didn't earn $178 million and then rub it in your face afterwards being like, look at my chain over here. Dominating.
Reminds me of a young Kwame Brown.
Oh.
The dude can't play.
A bona fide scrub.
He's a scrub. No disrespect to him. He can't play. His hands are too small. It reminds me that whole situation.
It's an all-time
Kwame
clip.
Brown.
He's a bona fide scrub.
No disrespect.
And then my second candidate for the Jeans, or the Jorts, which I want your opinion on it because
Okay.
I don't think this falls under Jorts category because I love it and I respect it. This is a Canadian, I'm not going to say legend, but a Canadian. So Dylan Brooks is an NBA player who is well known for being arguably the most hated NBA player of anyone. He's a tough defender. He's good-ish to an extent. But his thing is basically just being an asshole to play against, and that is often come against the one, the only LeBron James. He calls himself a LeBron stopper. Never once in his life has he stopped LeBron. Once again, he's Canadian. We like Dylan Brooks. We have to be on his side. He's a hater of LeBron, much like I am. We share this. This is something the two of us Venn diagram or in the middle. The one thing that I don't have the ability to do.
That's probably the only thing you guys share.
Canadian. Canadian as well, Brett. Please. I lack the funds to hate on LeBron James in person, and I lack the funds to hate on LeBron James in person from like 10 feet away. Look at this clip of Dylan Brooks under the hoop at the free throw line at a Laker game in LA solely so he can talk shit to LeBron while he's at the free throw line. It's constant eye contact. He was yelling shit during the game. Look at his chain and watch action too.
Sure.
He's got probably 100 million to his name. A lot of people were clowning Dylan on Twitter and saying like, oh, like, you're in the off season, man. You should be golfing and like, blah, blah, blah. I love the fact that he's so committed to hating LeBron. He's spending money out of his pocket. That seat ain't cheap.
No.
Also to go there, but to get right under the hoop so that at some point LeBron's going to shoot free throws and you're going to sit there with that menacing look in your eye.
Yeah.
I respect the hell out of it.
I like it. I do like it. Is that Lana Rhodes' baby daddy?
No, that's Bruce Brown.
Is it?
That's Bruce Brown.
the former Raptor.
Not Blake Griffin.
Yeah.
Not Blake Griffin.
Thank you. Just want to clear his name. Thank you.
Yeah, it was never
That's
Blake.
my boy.
It was never Blake. I couldn't remember. Anyways, for those that know, you know. And if you ever call those Snapchat stupid under stories, you go down a rabbit hole of what's going on the internet. No, I like this. Yeah, chirp.
Right?
Chirp LeBron. Do it.
It's that
Why not?
Now, I'm bona fide LeBron James hater. Always have, always will. And it always goes back to I say I was a big Chris Bosh guy. And I couldn't really hate on Chris Bosh for leaving the Raptors. But you bet your ass I could hate on LeBron.
Yeah.
I found a way to do that. I don't like what I'm about to say, and then it's going to be said on camera. LeBron, this whole Bronny thing, being 41 years old, I'll say it. It's pretty fucking cool what he's doing. I know the season's over for them. They got swept by the Thunder, but like, maybe it's because I'm getting older as well. Maybe I'm losing. No, that's not true. I still have plenty of hate in my body.
Oh, you're never gonna die. You're still young. You'll be young forever.
Yeah,
for
come on
Christ's
now.
sake.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Live fast, die young, leave a beautiful corpse. But LeBron,
The fuck is going on?
can they hear what's going on?
No, I don't think so. I hope
Is that
not.
Twitter?
No, it was
X.com, the everything app.
It was
Sorry.
another website that I was on, just checking stuff.
Oh yeah, was that
No, but you mentioned Dylan Brooks, former Memphis Grizzly.
Oh.
Think an appropriate time to say a quick rest in peace in an absolutely tragic event with Brandon Clark as well. We don't know anything that happened. Not for us to speculate. 29 years old. Talk about a Canadian as well. A guy who was making his name very well felt in the Canadian basketball circle. Tough loss. It's a tough loss for the basketball community, the Canadian basketball community too. So just thought it would be appropriate
good
time
call.
to mention that.
Brandon
as well.
Clark, 29 years young. Sucks, man. That's tough. Yeah, once again, no details have really come out, but he was a dog. He's a dog. Memphis Grizzlies, full of dogs. He was the lead dog in that pack.
I've been watching a bit more hoops. I love basketball. I loved playing it growing up. I try to get
You
out
have shocked
on the
me at
court.
how much of a ball guy you are.
Oh,
Yeah,
I know some stuff, but I don't watch as much anymore because of just the game. I find the game very hard to watch.
Tune into the fourth quarter. It's all you need.
But man, the fourth quarter the other night, not last night, but the other night of Spurs Timberwolves. This was after Wembanyama had been ejected for the.
Can you
Wham!
pull up the Wembanyama elbow,
Wham!
man?
Get off me, Nasri. Get off me.
Like right in the neck area. It was. He obviously got ejected.
Shouldn't have had his neck
But
there.
there was good ball.
Yeah, you do that in St. Paul or Lac La Biche, the foul's on your face. You're getting the foul. Your face shouldn't have been there. Anyways, so I know there were twos. They were looking for good shots. There were traps, double teams, off ball movement, pick and roll.
Yep.
Oh my God, it looked like basketball. I was excited.
Timberwolves and
was
Spurs
enjoying it.
both play team basketball.
Yes.
It's not
Yes.
just dribble, ISO, the old DeMar, Kyle Lowry specialty
Yeah.
that the Raptors used to run.
And OKC does play team basketball as well, but holy shit. Like, foul on every play.
Here it
and
comes.
then
Here it
flop
comes.
every
Ready for
play.
it?
Yeah. Whoops.
Whoops. Brett, I'm going to need that one more time, Brett. I'm going to need that one more time. This is just... You're not even remotely pretending like you're trying to do something else in that moment.
No, I was just
Dude,
Yeah.
Nas took that like a fucking
Oh, yeah.
champ,
Straight to the
man.
chin.
Like, once again, he's been a dog.
I've
in
seen
this
the
series
Glendon
as well.
girls do that. How many times in high school? They all did it. That's how they were going, like, they get that ball underneath, they're on them. Wham, wham, clear the space. That's the way it went.
See, it's just
the way
funny
it goes.
taking it to the chin.
because it doesn't.
Oh.
Because it
Your
doesn't
chin
feel like
was
a
there.
classic, like get the board, and that. It's kind of just like.
Yeah.
Peeks over. He's like, I'm gonna get
Yeah.
this motherfucker. It's just very, very unlike Victor Wembanyama. He's
And then his-
22 years old, French slender man. Like he's
His
not,
coach was like, "Good for him. He should have."
Am I getting it? He was confused. Check. What does that mean? Am I gone? Am I out for the game?
Yeah, he did. He was talking to one of his teammates, and he's like, "Am I? So I'm ejected?"
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You can't do that. Yeah.
Okay.
I want to see the Spurs take down OKC. I do.
I don't.
I do.
We got two Canadians on OKC. We
I
got
know.
Lou Dort, the Dortcher Chamber, and SGA, obviously. And, like, the thing about the Thunder, like, Jalen Williams hasn't even been playing, basically, and they don't. He gets, like, 30, 40 million a season. He's not even playing, and they're dumbing
OKC is
everyone.
Sick. They're sick. And they traded for Jared McCain at the deadline, and Philly was just
Painted nails,
Yeah.
threes in your face.
and Philly was just like, "Hey, quick, shout out Philly."
The Knicks.
The Knicks Thunder is what we're getting.
Knicks basketball.
Have you seen why the Knicks are playing well?
OG Anunoby.
Well, but Danhausen, wrestling, uncursed the Knicks. Ever since he uncursed the Knicks with Stephen A. Smith,
Oh.
they've been undefeated.
Did you see?
Was Stephen A. a part of that?
Yeah.
Shit, that must...
Wow.
Okay, then.
Yeah.
Stephen A's number one... Well, he's a good Knicks fan. He's like,
So Ben Stiller is often there on Celebrity Row.
the amount of hate he gets post Knicks fandom is hilarious.
Well, he's a big Knicks guy. So, and I can't hate him. He seems like a genuine big
he is.
Knicks fan. So he will tweet a lot during the games, and he tweeted one night, "Got the job done." This was in reference to the Knicks win, but it wasn't said it was about the Knicks win. This was simultaneous to a shooter being at the White House Correspondents' dinner.
I didn't know this happened.
Yes, yeah.
I knew that
So
that
that
happened,
tweet goes out, and then the news of the moment is that there's a potential assassin gunning after Trump or whatever, and so he's
trying to kill the Malaysian Prime Minister. Zoolander all over again.
People are coming at him. You sick, you bastard! Like, how could you root for that? You unbelievable, whatever. And he's just a Knicks guy.
That's just the Zoolander references of
Yeah.
trying to assassinate the leader.
Never seen it.
That pisses me off, Brett. That pisses me off. All right, gentlemen. We've already gone for an hour and 42 minutes. We're not going to do the extra thing that we presented. We'll save that for one of the many weeks that we have a little slower. Do we want to play a game? Or where are we feeling?
I say game.
You want to do a game? Do you want to do your game then?
Yeah, let's do a Jeopardy. We're missing Jeopardy right now, so we might as well.
Oh, shit, Jeopardy did just start.
Yeah, it's been going on for a little while. So.
All right, play a game of Jep, and then, okay.
Careful. you might want to be careful with that. But either way, I have made a Jeopardy board, as you can see here.
It says we have to play connections.
There are 5 categories for this Jeopardy. Aaron, you will be team 1. Can I change these?
Yeah, you think you can.
Okay, perfect. But the 5 categories. First category, trade history. All these are related to the Edmonton Oilers. So I'm not going to put Oilers trade history. It is just trade history. Second category, draft history. I don't know. Sure. Oh, good call. Good call. Draft history. Oilers draft history. Second one, Oilers goaltenders, Oilers goalies. These are questions about Oilers goaltenders. The fourth category, Oilers wrestling. These
AJ Greer, 2-leg takedown.
Yeah. No, these are names or wrestling names combined with either current or former Oilers. And finally, name that Oiler.
Alex Trebek would never do that.
That's fine. And finally, name that Oiler. You will get an image of an Edmonton Oiler, and you have to guess, or former Edmonton Oiler, and you have to guess which Edmonton Oiler that was.
Yeah.
Do you want to use their foreheads for that? I'm kidding. I created this last night. Brett was texting me, and I was coming up with weird game ideas. And I was looking back on the sauce. They had guessed the Oilers smile. So I started thinking, what's a body part that I could distinctly get people to try and name from? So I prepared a bunch of Edmonton Oilers foreheads. See if you could guess whose forehead it is.
That's tough.
It actually is. No eyebrows involved. It's hard to tell who it is.
On Connected, we did eyes. We did a game with eyes. That was different, whether it was actors or whatever else.
All right.
Davin said, do you have Family Feud? That will be something that, remember, we did a Family Feud earlier this year, but it took lots of work. So I have I got to create the survey beforehand. I got to send it out, have all you guys fill it out. And then we got to rearrange the entire office and get cameras. So we will, I'm sure, do another Family Feud this summer. Probably a couple, but just wait.
There is also a way around it, and we can talk about it, where we find websites that have top 10 lists, and we can guess the top 5 and whatever that can be.
But I like niche, weird, centric Edmonton, Alberta things.
Yeah. For sure.
Can we get Diana Rossini for that?
All right, Vrabel Rossini. Don't try and rattle me before the game is played.
This is game.
We'll get into that afterwards.
Alrighty, Bordsy, since you are the host of the show, you get to pick first.
James Holzhauser style. Let's go Oilers goalies, 300. Oh, wait, is there daily double? Is there?
No daily double, sorry.
Fine then, whatever. Still plays. 300 Oilers goalies.
Oilers goalies. My dog-themed mask was an allusion to my nickname. Menzies.
It's Curtis Joseph.
It is Curtis Joseph. Absolutely. Adam
Cujo.
Menzies.
Let's do trade history for 100.
Trade history for 100. The Edmonton Oilers sent this St. Paul native to the Detroit Red Wings for Mike Green. Yes, Menzies.
Who is Kyle Brodziak?
It is Kyle
Bordziak.
Bordziak,
as I've been known to call him from time to time.
That's the 100.
Menzies.
Oh, the last time Brett did a Jeopardy game for me and Waz, I finished minus 3,000 and Waz finished minus 4,500. And we just sat here the whole time and went, I don't know.
Yeah. We couldn't release it.
Yeah, we didn't release it.
The hidden tapes. Trade history for 2.
Trade history for 200. Ethan Bear to the Carolina Hurricanes for Menzies.
It was Warren Fogle.
It is, in fact, Warren Fogle. Menzies is going on a run here.
Is he a free agent?
I don't know.
What's his deal?
That's a good question. I can't remember if he had term left when Ottawa
Yeah.
acquired him.
I got to be honest with you. I don't care.
It's a good point. Year 2 of 3. He's got one more.
One more year.
Menzies, back to you.
Trade history for 3.
Trade history for 300. The Oilers traded this former 6th round pick to acquire Nick Bukestad from the Arizona Coyotes. Oh, Menzies did get it.
Who's Michael Kesselring?
Fuck!
It is Michael Kesselring. Menzies is going on a ding-like run here.
The Ding Dynasty is back.
Ding dynasty is here. Menzies, back to you.
Trade for 4.
Trade for 4. The Edmonton Oilers traded this former 3rd rounder 1-for-1 for Klim Kostin. Oh.
Traded for Clem.
Oh, man.
If you want
It's going
to,
to piss me off because I want to say something about it, but it's going to give you the answer to who it was.
Well, I know the team, but I'm trying to think the team.
I can give another clue on top of it. They were both on waivers the day before the trade.
Who was?
How do you say his fucking name? I know the first name, but I don't know how to say the...
10 seconds. Yes.
Dmitry Samurikov?
I will
Something
allow
like
it.
that?
Samarukov.
I will allow it.
Samorukov?
Dmitry Samorukov
Okay,
for
okay.
400.
Because weren't they boys? Because I'm pretty sure
might have
they
been.
were friends,
I
and
think
that
they texted.
they called each other to say we're playing on the same team, and then the other one went, "No, man, we just got traded for each other."
Yes, that's right.
That would suck.
That's a great anecdote. All righty, Bordsy, it's your
Close it up. 500.
trade history for 500 in the Adam Henrique trade. The Oilers also acquired this goaltender that also holds British citizenship. Now, this is why it's a $500 question.
no,
500
fair
point
enough.
question.
Boy,
Who was in that?
boy, oh boy.
This is a tough one.
Well, Sam Carrick in that.
Also holds
And then-
citizenship.
Ooh.
The timer went.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The answer is Ty Taylor. He was a goaltender.
Taylor.
Yeah.
That's not a real person.
think
That's
it-
not a real person.
I think he played in the BCHL. So nobody got points there. Bordsy.
Let's go Oilers. Oilers wrestling 400. I'm very curious.
400. This is my favorite one.
Oh, really?
This French giant tag teams with a former Oilers first round draft pick.
It's French giant.
French giant?
Now, again,
Jeez.
Oilers Wrestling is putting together both a wrestler's name and a former Edmonton Oilers name together.
Vincent Desharnais.
No.
I just thought French, so you got to take points away from that.
This French giant. Hey.
French giant tag teams with this French giant.
Menzies, can you steal?
I don't think so.
No. All right. The answer is Marc-Andre the Giant Pouliot. Do you understand it now?
I get it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I see it. I see it. I don't hate that. I don't hate that.
That's a little fun.
This is a very Jeopardy-esque
Yeah.
category where they would combine
Nope, fair enough.
multiple
We
things.
get Johnny to read it for you.
Johnny. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Is it still me then?
Yeah,
Or is
it's
it-
still
yes.
you.
Let's go draft history 100.
Draft history 100. 2024, excuse me. First round pick, 32nd overall. Menzies.
Sam O'Reilly.
It is.
Who
in
is Sam
fact
O'Reilly?
Sam O'Reilly. I don't think we've been going with that the whole time.
Who is
You're
Sam
allowed.
O'Reilly?
But it is, in fact, Sam O'Reilly.
When we did this with ONE, I was so adamant on you better say it, and that I gave them each one warning. If you didn't do it again, points lost immediately.
That's big time.
Rules?
We never-
separates us from the animals.
Yes.
Never indicated.
Let's go Oilers wrestling for 100.
Oilers Wrestling 100. The Hitman teams with a Stony Plain native.
Oh yeah.
Brett Kulak.
Yes.
Well, who is Brett Kulak?
Brett the Hitman Kulak?
Brett the Hit. Okay, so that's how I got to do it. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
I'll allow it. No, that counts.
Just because Hitman was in the title, I didn't know I had to say
no,
that.
100%.
Okay, no,
Yeah.
fair enough, fair enough.
That's the right player.
Oilers Wrestling 200.
Oilers
Let's get this
Wrestling
category
200.
rolling.
This beer drinking rattlesnake tag teams with this infamous Oilers D-man. Note the infamous part.
Beer drinking rattlesnake. Brad, I love what you've done here with us. I'm all the way back in on this. This beer drinking rattlesnake.
It's relatively straightforward if you think about it. Who's a beer drinking rattlesnake? A wrestler. That's the wrestler part.
I don't know. I don't know my snakes that well.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nobody. Stone Cold Steve Smith.
Right. Shit. Steve Smith. See, I was thinking Pronger.
Oh.
So I was trying to think of Chris's.
Rattlesnake had me thinking Jake Woolman in my head.
Oh, that would have been
Yeah.
a good one, too.
So I was looking at your leg.
Oh,
and I
dang
was
it.
like-
I should have done. Oh, damn it.
I was like, he doesn't drink.
Fuck. I just got another good
I
one.
was like, he's a TikToker, not a beard. I don't know that.
Already, Bordsy, this should still be your board here.
Oilers Wrestling 300.
Oilers Wrestling 300. This movie star tags with this puck batting goaltender.
Oh.
Aaron.
Dwayne The Rock Rollison.
Dwayne The Rock Rollison.
Brad, that's fucking gold, dude. That was good.
Okay. Yeah.
Back to you, Bordsy.
500.
For 500, the dead man's brother tag teams with this controversial former Edmonton Oiler. Not current, former Oiler.
Dead
The
man's
dead man's
I think
brother.
I know who that is.
dead man's brother.
This is a great clue if you think about it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No.
No. I'm not
Vander Kane.
Yeah, but I was gonna say but didn't it have to have a wrestler in that? So
Kane. Yeah, Kane.
Kane.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, Bordsy, back to you.
Name that Oiler 100.
Ooh, name that Oiler for 100. Who's this?
Let me
Sorry.
a little bit closer.
Sorry, I didn't know I would look on here.
But I can tell by that jersey what time frame this is 100. Oh, nice. Oh,
Oh, he looks familiar.
yeah, he does. This
He
is.
looks so
And if he's a
familiar.
100, I feel like I should.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, I have to zoom out while I do this. Hold on. Linus O'Mara.
Yeah.
Hey, pour one out for his great career.
Yeah, recently
Pour one out
retired.
into my mouth.
Oh. I'll join you. Well, you choose the next category.
Name that Oiler 200.
Name that Oiler for 200 because 100 went so well. Oh my god.
The kid I used to bully in 7th grade? I don't know.
Potentially. I think you will know this guy, and you will be upset.
I think I know who it is, but I'm waiting to shove the BBL in my face so I can.
Yeah, where's the BBL on for you? I'm sorry. I wish I knew it would be so small.
I feel like I do. Now that I zoom.
Yes, Menzies.
Who is Taylor Chorney?
It is in fact Taylor Chorney. That
let's
is
go.
big
Hey,
time.
Respect.
That
Good
is
pull.
big
Good pull.
time to get back
Good
into
pull.
it.
Waiver legend.
Menzies.
Name that Oiler for 3.
Here we go. Name that Oiler for 3. This is tough.
Fuck am I looking at?
Oh, this guy.
This was a guy who, like, in the
So here's a guy who.
early 2010s to like mid 2010s, a lot of people wanted to get a shot on the team. 5, 4.
I want to
3,
say a name, but I only have so many points. I can't risk it.
2, 1.
This is who I think is going to be pissed. Okay,
Tony Rahala.
No, wasn't
God.
getting
No
that.
one
never
would have
gonna
got
get that.
Tony Rahala, really.
No.
Now, I was curious why every time I brought in a picture, it was so cropped out. Now I understand.
This is how we learn.
Yeah, this is how
Fuck
we
it, we'll do it live.
Let's go draft history
Yeah,
for
get out of there.
200.
200. 2017 third round, 78th overall, a goaltender.
Stuart
Bordsy.
Skinner.
It is, in fact.
I miss you every
Stuart.
fucking day, Stu.
I think about you.
Brett Kulak, that applies to you as well.
Bordsy.
Draft history 300.
2009 second round, 40th overall, a forward.
Magnus P.R.V. Svensson.
No, it's
Damn it.
not Magnus
Shit.
P.R.V.
He was
Svensson.
10th overall.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I knew it right when I said it. Remember when he used to be the captain of Sweden at the World Juniors every Christmas, and you'd go, "That's our guy. That's our guy."
That middle six guy who's going to lead us.
Didn't happen.
Like Lander.
Right when Aaron, you stupid idiot.
I think, is it Bordsy's board still? Or is it?
Yes.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah,
Boards is board.
Oilers goalie's 100, Brett.
I played 73 games to help lead the team to their first playoff appearance in a decade. Ooh, that was Menzies.
It was Cam Talbot.
Is
The dad bot.
Cam Talbot. That'd be way to get back into it. Get back into it. He's up by 1,000.
You shut the.
Sorry.
I'm going to go goalies for 500.
Ooh, Oilers goalies for 500. This is the most difficult question on here. Name one of the 2 goalies the Oilers selected in the 2011 draft. Ooh. Neither of them ended up playing.
Oh, really?
I think one of them came to North America. 5, 4,
Oh, I can't
3,
risk 500 points.
2,
Tough.
1. Menzies.
Oh, it's tough. It's a shame. It's a shame.
Do you have a guess, Menzies?
No, I don't. No.
You could have guessed either Samu Peronin
I wasn't getting that.
or Franz Tuhomia.
Who is that second name?
friends.
He was the one who came to North America.
Tell me that guy didn't work out in the National Hockey League?
Hey, with a name like that, you would have thought maybe.
Dude, that'd be sick
Boy,
on the back of a
oh boy.
jersey.
Both, I know.
Jerseys?
Both of them
Should we
on the
get-
back of a jersey? Are you kidding me? Those are both sick. All right, Menzies, back to yours.
Goalies for 4.
Goalies for 4. The first and only Oilers goalie born in Utah. This guy only played like 1 season, and you would think he's Swiss, but he's not. He's actually from Utah. And he used to play in Vancouver. I think he played elsewhere. I think he played in Anaheim too. But it's not that Swedish guy.
Utah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Richard Bachman.
Richard Bachman. I didn't know where Bachman was.
I thought he was Swiss because I was going with, okay, let's go with Swiss goalies.
Turner and Overdrive.
Yeah,
They're also from
exactly.
Utah.
Turns out he was from Utah.
Richard Bachman.
Menzies.
Let's finish up goalies for 2.
Goalies for 2. I lead the organization in shutouts. Menzies.
Who's Tommy Salo?
It is
That would have been my guess, but I wanted you to go first.
I wasn't sure. Yeah, I was like, oh boy.
with 23.
Damn.
Salo.
I tried to find his forehead yesterday. It was tough. He has a very distinct haircut. Straight up. Bleached blonde with the...
It was a very mid-2000s look.
Trying to find
Just trying to find Tommy Salo's forehead yesterday. If you guys couldn't find a good photo of it, I appreciate it.
Wait, y'all never looked at his forehead before? Menzies, back to you.
Let's
One of the
go.
finest. One of
Let's
the
go.
finest.
Draft for 4.
Draft for 4. 2010 6th round, 121st overall, was a goaltender. He played 1 game for the Edmonton Oilers, and you know this guy.
Yeah.
You do know this guy. He only played 1 game for the Oilers, but people thought he was going to be the next one. The goaltender. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Guys, it's Tyler Bunce. I'm surprised no one got
I should have known. Yeah, that's back when I think back to like 09, 10, 11, 12, the draft. Like,
Yeah.
fuck.
It was either him
Did
or
a lot of deep research on every person that they drafted.
Exactly. Or either him or Olivier Waugh. So, all right, Menzies, back to you. Three questions left.
Olivier Waugh. That's who I was just trying to think of in my head, but I couldn't come. That's who I was thinking of.
We'll finish up draft for 5.
2007 first round, 21st overall. He was a forward. Menzies.
Who's Nash? Riley Nash.
It is Riley
thought about
Nash.
that.
Damn, did you have Riley Nash too?
Because that's when they drafted multiple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alex
First.
Plant was also in that.
15th.
Damn, I'm surprised you guys would have got that one too. All right, Menzies, back to you. Only one category left.
Let's
hate this category.
See those
Superman,
Oilers.
give me your glasses.
400, yeah.
Holy fuck, Brad, come on.
Sorry. I didn't know.
I mean,
I can't. That's probably the best I can do.
here, let me, Menzies, help us out.
Yeah, there we go.
This might help us out if I do this.
Oh,
There we go.
Better?
yeah. It's
I'll say
visible now.
Whoever his barber is should be taken out back. And
This was another guy who was like deemed the next one. He was drafted and they're like, can't wait for this guy to come in. 5. Yes. Menzies.
Meeknoff? Who's Meeknoff? Alexei?
Is Alexei Meeknoff. That is nasty. That is nasty. You got.
I didn't even know who that guy was till like a year ago. And
Really?
I did like more lore.
I'm also pretty sure he was also in my original one. So
Yes. He definitely was in the other one. Yeah.
yeah. All right. So that's not the $500 question. This one is.
This one is.
Final one. Who's this? This is a very tough one. This is a 500.
Oh, this is the tough one, man.
Yeah.
This is the tough one.
This is probably the second most difficult one.
Oof.
Played in the OHL. Was in a trade the Oilers made, and I was surprised that anybody even picked him up. I think he was acquired for Cale Kessie, if I'm not mistaken, but that might have been Mitch Moroz. In 5.
I got
Four,
no idea.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
This is Ryan Martindale.
Ryan Martin. You didn't recognize Ryan Martindale?
Y'all didn't know Ryan Martindale.
Right. Oh,
Yeah.
I got
Man.
Well, I got smoked.
Yeah, Menzies
Kind of went exactly as I thought that was going to go.
finishes with 2,400.
Brett, to be fair, that was much better than the last Jeopardy you made for us. That didn't make it to air. You're right. I forgot that we threw it in the trash can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if Menzies could get some of those. If we could.
We tried it once at Dog Patch.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We did.
I could pull it on.
I got
for another
Brian
one.
We do
Pitton.
that one again.
Well, the thing, I'm not sure I remember but I did know Brian Pitton. And
Yes.
name that Oiler.
Which I think also had the same issue where I brought in the picture and it was too small. But that was Oilers Nation Happy Hour Jeopardy.
Woo!
That was fun.
We'll have more games next week. I got random ones as well. Should I ask you guys one?
Well, just to inform, there's been no news.
Yeah.
There's
Still
no
nothing.
news.
So
No news. Nothing's happened.
part of me was like, in my head, I was like, we got to stay live until 5 p.m. Because God forbid something might come at 5 p.m. It's 5:06 right now, and I still got absolutely.
Did you see Peter Laviolette's going to be on Leafs Morning Take tomorrow?
Nick Alberga is just lining up future
Yeah.
coaches for the Edmonton Oilers. He had Cassidy on. Now we'll have Laviolette on. We'll have Nobby on in 2 weeks.
Yeah, exactly. He's doing the whole coaching circuit.
Woody will pop by.
Tell
Glenn
you what,
Gulletson will pop
Alberga
by.
gets permission.
He does.
gotten permission.
He does. Alberga's good at getting yes, too. For as much of a, and I say this endearingly as hell, for as big of a slime ball as he is. Also, Alberga has become the biggest Shoddy Mills fan in existence.
Really?
Now. I open up my DMs right now. I guarantee there's one from Alberga of Shoddy Mills doing something.
Nick
And he's
Alberga,
just
noted Shoddy Mills
big.
and asking for permission guy.
Yep. Guy.
Yep.
Guy loves consent and he
Yeah.
loves Shoddy. All right. Say what you want
permission.
about Nick Alberta. That's also, if you haven't called him Nick Alberta in a while.
It was quite the Jasper trip for Shoddy.
He had so many fans outside the barber shop.
Yeah. And this
Shouldn't
is
you be in
latest-
school or at work? What are you doing?
No, this was big. He was getting.
Could you believe me if I told you the first rhyme he used was blood clot?
So
Would you
Pete and I
believe me?
have a thing where we will send each other the reel to see how quick Shoddy will go into blood clot in a freestyle.
That
And
one was instant.
very quick. It was
I
very
mean,
quick.
you got to go back to it. Run the ball. Run the ball.
Look, I'm like a bar. I got bars in my chisels, I think was another line.
Oceans.
I want Shoddy Mills to fill out like a genius.com, like for the lyrics, and like what they mean. Like,
Yeah.
here's what I was thinking at this point. I needed a word to rhyme with blood clot, so I chose blood clot.
Yeah.
And it does rhyme. It does rhyme. Okay. Is there anything else we want to do? Got a couple other things. I could go off on my Mike Vrabel rant. We already talked
No,
about
we gotta
Iceman.
give that its own due.
We got to give that proper. I don't want to rush my
Yeah.
Mike Vrabel rants. And if knowing the news cycle, we will, that's in 7 days,
Yeah.
we'll have 3 more pieces of evidence
I hope so.
against Vrabel and Rossini by next Wednesday. So
I certainly hope.
I'll be ready for that. Man, this was awesome. It was
This
good
was
being
good.
back in the room again. I missed this.
Yeah,
It's
no.
5 p.m., a little bit of rush hour in the drive home. I'll be fine. You're not going to get any complaints from me. Brett, you have a good time?
I loved it. I had fun.
I love
Friggin'
you.
rights.
I love you. And chat, I love you. Appreciate every one of you who are in here today. Throw down your courtesy like. Make sure you are subscribed to the ON YouTube channel. And we will be back in exactly 7 days' time every Wednesday, 3 p.m. Oilers Nation Happy Hour is coming your way. And I think for next week, can extend the invite to one Sean Paganeven.
Yeah.
Make it a 3-way, boys. A menage a trois. Brett, gone all show. Haven't even done this yet. Boom. All right. Love you all. Appreciate you all. Tune in to Oilers Nation every day. Tomorrow, 12:01 Mountain Standard Time. Read some articles on the website.
Do it. Read.
Watch stuff from Blue Jays Nation.
I can't read.
That's right. Forgot about that with Brett. Send Brett a foot pic if you're feeling frisky and willing to do so.
Yeah. Yeah.
I see you trying to look at my dogs over here, Brett. Trying to get a look at those things.
Well, I just ran on your exit, but I was
careful.
Give it to me.
I thought of Brett the other day because my Google Maps was
Yeah?
this was 700 feet ahead, and I thought of Brett and how he would respond to that.
Man, 700 whole pairs of
Holy
feet.
fuck, there's 700 of them?
Yeah.
Come on.
I can
Whoa.
just imagine.
Yeah.
Pitching a 10. All right, that's it for us.
I gotta stop imagining.
We'll talk to you next week. Hope you enjoyed the first edition of Oilers Nation Happy Hour. Cheers. We're out.
What's up, Nation citizens? If you enjoyed today's episode of Oilers Nation Every Day, make sure you hit the subscribe button here on our YouTube to not miss any of our content. We got you covered from interviews, insight, analysis, everything you need to stay up to date on everything around the team. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a video.